Welcome to the show. My microphone is working this evening, hopefully for now, but my keyboard is not. I broke it. Everything is broken all the time. Oh, my can't. Okay, now the can. Oh, gosh, freaking Lerm. Get over here, Lerm. Here we are. Hello. Hello. Microphone is on. Face is here, and we have our esteemed colleague. My name is Nathan, former gravedigger from Spooky New England, and we have our esteemed colleague, Tinfoil Tom.
That's
expert.
Right.
Welcome.
Expert in the field of the paranormal. Also, why am I not
I would
surprised?
just say expert, period.
Expert. Why am I not surprised that, like, immediately before the show, I got text messages from you saying I broke my keyboard. After I made a video showing me taking it apart to clean it, I broke it. So I need like 45 minutes to fix my keyboard that I managed to break somehow. Why isn't this surprising to me?
So you'll see this video tomorrow, everybody. Here's my YouTube, my phone images on my phone right now. I shot a video where I took the whole thing apart. I showed how dirty it is. And then it's a cool, satisfying video. It'll be a little short of like popping all the buttons off.
And then you broke
cleaning it. I guess. But I was like, why isn't it working? This is so easy. All you gotta do is put the buttons back in, which I did. Problem is, I'm a hectic man, and I smashed them back in there, apparently. Because as I'm typing and trying to set the stream up, like, none of the buttons are working. Like, as we were going live, I was like, oh gosh, now the 2's not working. Oh, the P's not working. Oh, the Q's not working. So as we're setting this up, I'm like pulling, I have this right here, and I'm pulling off the buttons. I'm going to find out more that are going to be broken as we go through the stream. And I'm pulling them off, and the copper metal piece on the bottom of the button they're bent. I bent them, and they're not going through the hole making full contact. Long story short, not very entertaining. But yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who should be messing with technology. But the video is done, and it looks really satisfying and cool, and you'll see it on this YouTube channel tomorrow. So we're late. But we also weren't even supposed to do this stream today. This is a surprise. So surprise, here we are. Tuesdays we're going to try to do going forward 6 p.m. But today it's 6:30. Okay, I'm done talking.
But it wasn't a surprise. You told me about this like 3 days ago, and you announced it on Discord. It wasn't a surprise stream.
Yeah, but like the majority of the YouTube audience doesn't know. Holy crap! And Nep gave a membership.
Goodness, thank you for that membership. They help keep the channel going.
And Nep, you're an angel. By the way, everyone, I'm no longer wearing the shirt mic. I'm wearing the headphones still, but because I like that. But I'm using a regular Elgato microphone. If it sounds crappy, I was told by my first co-host when I was doing Lolcow that this one didn't sound good, and you could hear the whole entire room. If this doesn't sound good, it's in my mouth right now. But if I put it here, how does it sound? It used to be really quiet when I wore the shirt mic. People have voted against the Rode mic, and I'm now using Elgato. Hopefully it sounds good. It's not as good as Tom's Joe Rogan mic over here.
I'm actually, this is, so my other microphone is on my laptop. That's where I do all my voiceover for videos. Mm-hmm. This is my desktop, and I'm actually only using, this is like a $99 Blue Yeti mic. It just sounds good.
Oh, it's a Blue Yeti, so it's not the Shure mic.
Not this, the Shure, oh my God. Katie,
hey,
thank you very much.
My fiance who's in the other room taking a nap.
Can I buy a sewing machine right now?
No, genuinely you can't. She knows this.
No. Nathan.
Thank you, Mothman. I'll keep using this.
If we get 2 red donos, then Nathan has to buy Katie a sewing machine.
Oh, well, I need that money, but yes, I would be able to. The sewing machine she and I have been looking at is like $200 something. I own one, but it's at Seth's house. I didn't want to take everything from the house because I owned a lot of the stuff. So I left the sewing machine with him, but I don't want to buy one because I own one at his house. But Katie and I want to have our own sewing machine. What is she doing gifting memberships?
Oh my God.
Katie, actually stop. She has no money.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you. If we get 2 red donos tonight, Nathan has to buy Katie a sewing machine.
So
let's go.
Here's the thing. We have a goal up top. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Hot sauce, yeah.
The goal up top in the top of the chat, it says 0 of 1. In the duration of this show, if we get 2 red donos, $50 or more, we will both eat a spoonful of this super hot sauce that we have. The next thing we'll do is a super sour pickle that Tom has that I have to get. But
Yeah.
if we do get like $200, then I will buy the sewing machine for Katie sooner than later. We do need a sewing machine because I have curtains to sew.
So you need it. We
But I also
have
really need to pay rent, and Katie does too. So we should be holding off on buying anything. We've already had a long conversation about this last night.
Yeah, but if we hit the goal, then you can do it because then you have the money.
I'd rather not buy the sewing machine and save it so I can get a house for us next year.
Yeah, but if you have the sewing machine, then you can sew a house.
You need to make a skirt tonight. You do not need to make a skirt tonight, Katie.
No, she does. You know what they say? Happy wife, happy life.
That is true. I'm learning that genuinely every day.
Nathan, you know what? Do you know what it reminded me of when you said I can't take the sewing machine from Seth's house because like all that you left a bunch of stuff there. Do you remember when you moved out the first time and you left me, Seth, and then Eddie Murphy? Eddie Murphy was our other roommate who replaced Nathan. Do you remember like everything in the house Nathan owned, and then Nathan took it all? And Seth and I were like sitting on cardboard. It was the saddest, most pathetic like living. Like we went to like a Goodwill after and bought furniture. But like one day we had like a TV, we had a couch, we had like a dinner, like a dining room table.
TV. The X button is not working. My parentheses aren't working, and my quotation buttons are not working. I'm taking off my buttons now.
Nathan
X is busted.
This was like the first time Nathan moved out. He took all the furniture with him. So Seth and I were like. We literally didn't have anything in the house, and we were like, I think Nathan owned everything in the house, and you took it all with you.
I had to take my stuff.
You did.
Oh gosh, this is really bent. So now I'm using tweezers to bend these copper pieces back.
This has turned into a technical stream, everybody.
Where is that bending? Can we just send
DJ Nicky over to your house? He can just be a permanent in-house tech man. Nick, when do you retire from the military? We can just station you.
Yeah, that would be great.
What if you get stationed near Nathan? And then you can just go over there during the show.
Yeah, just come over. That'd be great. Imagine you had someone you could just pay to live near you and fix all your crap and set up your stream 24/7.
I mean, that's like most of the big streamers. They just have like a tech man. They just have somebody doing all of this stuff for them. I
fixed the X button.
Hey,
we're getting through all of them.
I will say that is the most frustrating part about streaming is when something breaks when you're live, it's super frustrating because you have to deal with it live and you have to like pay attention to a chat and you still have to like play the game or like do the show or like whatever it is you're doing. And you have to fix the crap to make the thing work while dealing with trolls in your chat saying like, you know, get good. When's the show going to start? When are we going to do the thing? And you have to deal with all of that at the same time. And it's very frustrating.
Sure is. Well, so this week, everyone, we're talking about, that's the hello, that's the good morning chat we're having, where we're chatting with you and telling you what's going on in our lives. I broke something and Tom's life is fine because he's got a wife
God.
and...
Another member!
Inep, jeez.
Wow. In all seriousness, how many members do we have to hit tonight for you to get a sewing machine for your wife to prove that you love her?
Like 20, genuinely.
Can we get
prove to her
16,
that I love her. I love her, she knows it.
Can we get 16 more members tonight so Nathan could do a happy wife, happy life stream?
If you guys become members, you keep the main thing about becoming a member is you keep the show going.
Discord.
You get into the Discord. So yeah, there's 3 tiers of Odd Boy membership. Thank you, Nep. That's the Nathan tier, so that doesn't help Tom, unfortunately. The Odd Boys membership's the lowest tier.
Yeah, thank you for helping Nathan.
He's giving me a couple bucks, so thank you. But if you become an Odd Boys member, you get into the member. Also, I'll say this: if you have any membership at all on this YouTube channel or on Patreon, you get into the members Discord. Please go into the members Discord. But if you become an Odd Boys member, you get into the private section in the members Discord for only the Odd Boys. So all you Odd Boy memberships, if you upgrade to Odd Boy, you get into that private room. The first room is for the chat for all members, and you can all suggest links. You can post things for us to review, and we will talk about what you want us to talk about in that chat. Second tier Odd Boys get into the you can call in on the show and you are talking to us about a story you want us to review or showing us something you want to talk about. The top tier, which we have a few of, Odd Boy member, tier 3, can be a guest host and call in and host a show with us on camera. So
I like Nick's comment. A paywall within a paywall. Yes.
Yes, it's
Yes.
multi-layered because I have to buy a house.
Nathan has to buy a house, and I have to pay my rent, and
You
also
should get a house too someday.
I would love to have a house, but have you seen how expensive the housing market is
In
nowadays?
this community, what is not community? In this
economy?
Yeah, that's
my
the line.
immediate thing right now is rent, bills, and also I want to do more Project Earth. So that is where my money is being distributed.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I want.
Did you break your keyboard even more?
I'm pulling the buttons off because I have more to fix. These are the last two that I actually need to like type. I don't know about like function and Windows button. Tab, is tab working?
Nobody knows.
How do I test tab?
I mean, you could like Alt Tab and see if you can go to a different screen. And if you can Alt Tab and like it pulls up.
I forgot I unplugged the keyboard and I'm hitting tab.
Now we unplugged his keyboard. Well, hello everybody. I hope everybody out there in Odd Boys Land is doing well.
Tab is not working, but maybe Alt isn't working either.
Maybe Nathan broke his keyboard right before the stream. Thank you for the members. We got 3 Odd Boys members tonight. That's very, very nice of you. Nathan said if we hit 20 Odd Boys members tonight, the Odd Boy tiers of any level, he will buy Katie a sewing machine.
I will.
And if he
both
doesn't, she's not gonna marry him.
No, she still will. She's like obsessed with me.
Maybe. Who knows?
But I'm obsessed with her too. Oh crap, this one's really bent.
What?
How do I?
Why did you do this right before the show?
I didn't. I did this hours ago during the day.
And now you've just been
and I didn't know it was broken until I started trying to use it because I was editing on my Mac. And then I try to use the PC and all the buttons aren't working. And I'm like, oh no, what did I do?
Rumba said, can I ban people that steal my number? Yes. Absolutely.
What does that mean? Someone stole your phone number?
Of course. I can't believe that. Also, Frax is the #1 chatter of the day.
Ah, #1 Fraxter. Congratulations. I love being #1. I was trying to be #1 in Tom's stream there, not on YouTube. And I couldn't
do it. Raspberry did a $20 super chat, and then that was it.
Yeah, and then I was donating money to you that I couldn't do just so I could get that stupid #1. I really wanted that. That is an addicting thing, getting #1 on the YouTube chats. I like it.
Yeah, it's a fun feature. I still prefer streaming on Twitch. I think that the overall experience is better, and I think that the community over there is unfortunately they're a little nicer. I think the YouTube audience...
I find the opposite. I find that the Twitch audience is a bunch of trolls who don't care about the actual program you're trying to put on. They just want to like scream and make noise, and then you have to just deal with it. And that's the experience. And then here you can actually do a program, and everyone's really kind and nice. That's how I felt during... Helly!
Oh my God, Helly, thank you. That means we're 16 away from Nathan having to buy a sewing machine.
Okay, I fixed this button. That's good.
You could just go and steal Cess and then spend $0. Isn't it it's the old sewing machine that you've had forever?
I'll use it. I'll go get it and use it. But Katie and I should have our own at some point. Thank you, Helly. Thank you very much. But anyway, I think my audience and your audience on both websites are fine because they're like good people that just like want to watch us and be nice and hang out. But in general, Twitch, people who like raid, I feel like can be a little toxic over there on Twitch. But YouTube, I've never really run into that.
See, I've only had trolls on YouTube, so it's like I think I've had I've had the opposite experience where I've only had trolls on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I haven't had them on Twitch. So I think that maybe it's a personal bias as well, but I've had a good time on Twitch. So.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
well,
it.
Here we
all
are on YouTube. Are you going to be live on Twitch later tonight?
Depending on when we finish, yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan, I have a question for you before we start.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Well, we got to start soon because we got some juicy stuff to talk about.
Exactly.
I'm always filling this doc up with paranormal insanity that I'm catching throughout the day. I saw one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life, and we're going to talk about it tonight. Genuinely, I'm not even making a joke. It's crazy. It involves a UFO.
Wow.
So yeah, Tom, continue.
tonight we are going to be talking, because it's in theaters, the new I haven't seen it yet, the new Conjuring movie, The Conjuring Last Rites, which deals with the paranormal, deals with ghosts. Nathan, are you ready to talk about ghosts?
Hell yeah.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Oh my God. What? That's actually a good joke.
Yep.
That's a good joke. I like that.
Thank you.
I didn't get it at first. I was like, well, okay.
Now we can
we can start the show. All right.
Now we can start.
So what are we starting with? The Warren house? This right here?
I mean, do we want to do that first, or do we want to do
Where are you going, ma'am?
Do we want to do your...
Katie's leaving. She has her bag. I don't know. This isn't good. Katie.
Oh, is that...
Yeah.
Is this it?
The bag has no money in it, so I don't know how she's going to be... Do you know... Oh, she has a credit card. You can't use your credit card. Oh, she was flashing me her engagement ring. What are you showing me?
Is
Don't
it
go
because
sell that.
you...
She got to sell the engagement ring for a sewing machine.
Wow. And if we had a red dono, you would be able to buy a sewing machine. She wouldn't be leaving you.
She's grabbing my wallet. I'll leave it by the door. Do not... She goes, ooh, a wallet. Please, Katie. Are you here?
Wow. All because we didn't get a red dono.
If only I could support my fiance and have a paying job.
Wow.
Someday.
Unbelievable.
Goodbye. I love you.
Katie needs to do the Seth move. Have you?
I won't.
Taxis, right?
We told we can't get it right now.
Yes, we can.
No. Not after what you told me earlier.
I need to sew a skirt tonight. Please.
Goodbye.
Yeah, come on, Nathan. Come on. We'll get 16 members. It's fine. She can get us sewing.
Living with someone is very different than what I'm used to.
It's because you're a control freak.
It's not that I'm a control freak. If I don't have money, I don't buy anything. I've never had a credit card. I only use cash or a debit card. I don't do that. I don't want to, and I also don't want to absorb someone else's debt.
Right. But I do think you do like to be, I think that it is something that I think you do enjoy being in control of things.
I don't. I want to have no control. I want to just be laying out doing nothing, making my weird stuff. I don't like responsibility.
But
I don't like...
But that's being in control. It's you being in control of yourself. You like to be in control of yourself.
I like to not be involved in any stuff. If someone says, hey, let's go here, I'm like, I don't know. Tell me when and I'll be there. I don't like picking the restaurant. I don't like doing any of that stuff. I just say, tell me where and I'll be there. Sure. All the time. And I was like, I'll get what you're having. If she gets something, I just see what she's having. So I don't like picking and choosing.
Trouble, ginger bear trouble in paradise.
This is not looking good, folks.
I will say,
I will say, is on a shopping spree.
I will say, Nathan, as a married man, my best advice to you, which I think I can actually give you relationship advice now, is just do whatever Katie wants.
So go into debt and be and endure financial hardship when I don't have to be doing that.
Yep. Get the sewing get the sewing machine. Happy wife, happy
I can't talk
happy
about
wife
this anymore.
Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, we'll get into some paranormal stuff.
Yeah, let's get into paranormal stuff. Can we please get 100 likes or get somewhere? And
look at that, Betsy! See,
Thank
Nathan?
You!
See, you're getting rich. You can afford the sewing machine.
No, I can afford to next month pay rent, not get the sewing machine yet. We need a lot more members to cover rent and then cover a bonus sewing machine. Thank you, Andren. Thank you very much. I think the more we do this, hopefully the more people will start watching it and they will like it and it will catch on. So, fingers crossed. All right, Tom, should I be showing anything specific?
So, do you want to start with the Warrens or do you want to start with... I think we should start with your... Because they're smaller stories.
Okay, let's start with my stories. Yeah, I agree.
With your... I haven't seen this UFO story yet, so let's check this out first.
This is a fun thing. This is a quick-ish thing. It's breaking news, everyone. This came out today.
The Borg?
Not the Borg. Oh, there's that. I forgot. Yeah, there's two things. There's a square black cube floating around in the sky. Minecraft is coming to bring the apocalypse. This is a real thing. We can look at that later, but this is something that came today. This was just reported in
Pizza time.
brought into the universe today. So let's see here.
I like Derek's responses. Every time we say anything, he just goes, "It's not real."
It is
no,
real.
There isn't.
This is freaking real. Trust me. I seen
so you
it.
So you got a blurb there.
Oh, I don't hear the blurps. Do you?
Oh, do you? Oh, sorry, Nick. I guess that Nathan. I think the blurps are turned. The audio is off.
I see that. Hang on. I turned it off. Now if you do it again, we'll hear it. I had it set to be quiet. On accident.
Thank you for your money.
Sorry, Raspberry. What's that, Raspberry? Hello, Metaproid. Hello,
They
everyone.
were just sound effects, though.
Well, thank you. Endren, that's very nice of you. I'm glad you feel that way, and thank you for being here. Okay, so this news report is from I don't even know what this news channel is called, News Nation. And
oh, that's how you know it's good.
Yeah,
You don't recognize. I think the one News
the
Nation
outlet
is
news to the name of this outlet is News to Me.
It has 2.3 million subscribers.
By a bunch of conspiracy theorists like us. So here we go. The new video allegedly shows UAP surviving Hellfire missile, which is a type of missile, and you see it, and it's crazy. So this is 3.5-minute video. I guess we should just watch.
Look, I'm not jumped to the.
This is like a Congress. Oh my freaking God! And just get $50.
Wait, does this mean we have to drink a spoonful of hot sauce?
That's pink, not red.
Tapped on my monthly streamers budget.
Are you sure?
Cool, get that.
Oh yeah, that's pink.
Machine.
We're
Make
safe.
and sell some dad
I have
mini
sunglasses on,
plushies
so
or
I couldn't tell.
something.
Yeah, that's pink. It looks red with the sunglasses on. Thank God. The red is the red is the $100 one.
If we get a red, I think one of us has to eat. We should roll a dice on who eats. If someone gives a red dono, we're supposed to both eat the spicy stuff. But we had it set to 2, so I set the goal wrong. I wrote 2 red donos. We eat the sauce. That was a pink one, and it's saying we hit the goal, but that's not red. I don't understand. Oh, magenta. Oh, red. Here it is.
Nathan is also colorblind, and I'm wearing sunglasses. So
okay, new goal up top. So if we get one, Tom or I has to eat the hot sauce, and if you want the second one of us to do it, then we have to do it as well. Yeah, we can flip a coin. Thank you, Inept. You're an angel. That's very nice.
I guess it's like magenta. It's not really red. It's like off red.
Yeah, hell yeah, you can, Inept. Thank you for donating.
Thank you, Inept. It's very much appreciated. Nathan can buy Katie a sewing machine now.
Is it shaking?
I can see your butt if that's what it means. Is your butt shaking?
Raspberry, I hate that knocking. It's too scary.
I can hear the blurps too, by the way. So if you play a blurp, I can also hear them.
That knocking generally disturbs me.
I am immune to blurps now though, so they don't affect me.
That's knocking always scares me every time. Okay. Thank you for being here and donating. Let's get back to the news. UAP,
this is the real news, by the way.
Fights a missile, and you see it. They're going to show us. This is crazy.
Conclusion that I believe that there are.
So this is like one of those hearings on UFOs in the government. They're like, why aren't we showing us the truth?
Aliens coming from another planet. But I'm open to that. And I think that it's our responsibility,
this is a congressman,
especially
I guess.
when we're seeing that we have a government that is blocking, actively blocking information from us. Just last night, I tried to get an amendment onto the National Defense Authorization Act that fit in the germaneness of that bill to have UAP disclosure. And conveniently, it was named non-germane, mostly deemed by staff, not even an elected official. This is the kind of stuff that we repeatedly see. Last year, we were blocked by someone in House administration from being able to receive a full briefing from Arrow. So not an elected official, but someone in staff blocked us. And I've had it. Enough is enough. I want to cue up a video that I've been given.
I've had it.
Me too.
I've had it. Show me the truth.
We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to get on the next UFO and we're leaving.
Oh, that's who they should get to be in these hearings. They should get Dee Schneider. They should have him just come out and go, we're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. And then they'll release the footage.
Maybe that Twisted Sister.
Yeah. Get D. Schneider.
D. Schneider probably knows aliens.
Unrelated, but D. Schneider he acts and stuff sometimes too. And unironically, I would love to cast D. Schneider in something.
Ooh, in an alien movie.
He's been in some like horror movies and stuff. He's actually not that bad of an actor.
Is he still acting though? He's probably like really old now.
He's like 60s maybe.
Letter A is the screen name. Hello, I'm saying hello to you. I've never seen your name. That's a good name.
A. Where's B?
Yeah, where's your friend? Where are your 25 other friends?
Can we get them in the chat, please?
All right, let's get to the juicy stuff.
And
so this guy got his hands on some government
October 30th
footage from a pilot.
2024.
2024.
This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb or
Halloween of last year is when this happened. Freaking spooky.
Very fitting.
What's going to happen this Halloween? Oh, we know what's going to happen this Halloween. The Rock is coming. 31 Atlas or whatever.
And it's going to go behind
shoot a missile at it and it's going to fight it back just like this thing did.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if I were you, everybody, I would start checking off your bucket list now because as we discussed in a previous episode, you should watch all of the previous episodes, by the way, because Nathan makes ad revenue.
By the way, someone said they watched it 3 times. The last episode, the moon landing one. I want to do another moon landing episode. There's a lot more to talk about.
So, real quick side tangent, but yes, we should do another moon landing episode because although I've done podcasts about the moon landing before, it's not a subject I actively engage in every day. And you just randomly decided to go live because you watched a documentary the night before, and then I had to be like, "You're live?" And you're like, "Yeah, just give me a couple. You can get on the show. Just give me a couple minutes." So I didn't have any preparation time.
Yeah, but that's fine. You're always ready. You always had that tinfoil hat on. You're always ready to talk about the topic.
It's not fine because I want everybody to have the most complete knowledge available to me at that time and not half-assing it.
Well, I think it would be fun to do like bite-sized episodes. If you ever want to go on a rant about some conspiracy, do an episode, and I'll do the same. Because I think the more we build up this playlist, the more we let people know about the show, the more people will start showing up.
I was thinking it would be fun if we ever do this is like something I have just thought of, and maybe the audience can weigh in on this if they think this is a good idea, because I think that his personality would match ours very well because he's insane.
Oh, Jamie?
I think that anytime we cover anything European, we should have Jamie on as a special guest correspondent.
We need to have Jamie on maybe this weekend for a special Rendlesham Forest episode, because I would love to talk about Rendlesham Forest, where one of the best, coolest UFO stories has taken place, which is the woods of England in Rendlesham Forest. We should have him on for that.
I think anytime we cover
anything about it.
I think anytime we talk about European stuff, we get Jamie on.
I'm down.
And then we have a goal every time he's on that if our red dono goal should be that we have to eat an entire can of beans.
Oh man, I could go for some beans on toast right now, that's for sure.
Just raw beans though.
I'm basically British since I'm Welsh. You know.
You are, well, yeah.
They're neighbors. It's the same thing in my opinion. And they're gonna hate me for saying that. All right, let's finish this video. This is where it gets good. They show the UFO get shot by a missile and basically flip it off.
Off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so
it was a drone.
I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
Just watch. So that is the UAP. I think it's one of those spheres in a glass box that they've been seeing. Mm-hmm. So this is zoomed in. There's a wider shot later you'll see. They're just tracking it like that Commander Fravor did. Boom, missile. Look at that. See that? And see the stuff that got knocked off it? It stays with it. The debris.
Yeah,
look at that. That's insane. The thing gets shot with a missile. It doesn't care. And then the debris is like, yeah, the debris is coming with me still too. This is real. This is a military shooting a UFO. And the UFO is like, nah.
It is interesting. I wonder if the skeptic part of it is like, I wonder if it was a drone shooting down another drone. But
boom. And you see those little things? Those little things were on each side of it, floating next to it, and it
just keeps going. Yeah,
they separated and then went right back to it. They like didn't care. That is one of that missile is a Hellfire missile. That's one of our best missiles, apparently. Is that? Could someone correct me if I'm wrong?
I mean,
do you know military stuff?
I mean, a Hellfire missile is like it's like a standard missile that they shoot off like destroyers and stuff like that in planes. So it's like it's a missile.
Boom.
It is interesting that
it doesn't even hit it. It just like separates and moves.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think is most interesting is that it just just keeps going.
Let's
and that's
watch it.
I mean,
slow. See if it actually touches it.
I think it has impact. It looks like it did.
I can't tell if it made impact or if it just was like yikes and it like twists out of the way. But it looks like it hit it.
Yeah,
but the missile goes right through it.
Right. So like I mean it could be like a camera anomaly, like the missile went under it or something, but like the flight path looks like it kind of goes around, which is very like it's not like
and
the missile has
the object just separates from
right. And the missile has like propulsion. So like it doesn't have the ability to like just suddenly go rup, 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 rup. Like that's not how physics work. So it is interesting.
Here, let's see what they say. So this is the wider shot.
This is when it zoomed out. So you can still see it traveling.
So that's the ocean you can see below. This is near Yemen. Off the coast of Yemen. Last Halloween. It's
Mr.
just
Knapp,
cruising. It's just going. It doesn't even care. It's like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Have you heard about events like this occurring? And
Crazy.
What information might you have?
It's not clear footage, so I don't know exactly what it was.
So
but it is interesting.
They talked to your friend, this guy, Mr. Knapp, and he says he'd seen this video and he's seen other ones like it. And then there's this other dude back here with the beard.
For anybody who doesn't know who this guy is, for anybody who doesn't know who George Knapp is an investigative reporter out of Las Vegas. He, along with Bob Lazar, like Bob Lazar was the Area 51 whistleblower, and he broke that story with George Knapp. So George Knapp has been involved in the UFO community for 30 years or something. Like he's broken a lot of stuff. So he's pretty prominent in the UFO community.
Yeah. Let's see what he says here.
Oh, no, but that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I don't think that was debris because you can see those things were on each side of it while it was flying, and they just separated and then trailed behind it. They're like little mini drones or something.
So again, I'm not.
Thank you for.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Oh,
I do wonder what.
Isn't he?
It's Chris. What's his name?
Cuomo.
Yeah, Chris. I was gonna say Chris Christie, but that's the former New Jersey governor. Yeah, it's Chris Cuomo. It's the. I'm trying to remember the exact.
Oh,
this
he's
is
the
like
brother of the corrupt politician, right?
Right, but also
is this like a sketchy news network?
I don't think it's well. He was like a legitimate. He was like a legitimate news anchor. He was on MSNBC or whatever, or he was on NBC. I think he got fired for something though. I don't. I with him. I know that there was some controversy with him during COVID. I think he like violated.
Yeah, I think he was sketchy with some lady or something.
Yeah, I forget exactly what it was, and he was like violating like mask mandates or something. Like when those were like really heavy.
Yeah.
But like,
dumb.
His association with his brother, I think, is what brought him down.
Well, either way, that's where the video was, and it was a really interesting video. I'm sure other networks might play it too, but that's where I saw it, and I wanted to watch it because I think that is really genuinely. That's like, well, we're getting so used to this stuff now. It's not really that crazy. It's like, yep, there's all kinds of weird UFOs out there, and we don't know what to say about them. And they're shooting them with missiles. It's not doing anything. Yeah, okay. So I really feel when an alien comes down on Earth, it's like, what's up, guys? I'm an alien. We're gonna go. All right. See ya. I got stuff to do. Like no one's gonna care. I think we're so desensitized by this stuff. It's like, it falls into the theory that this is a genuine conspiracy theory that I don't believe in necessarily, but it's interesting to hear about. There's a theory that they are diluting this spooky stuff by exposing us to all this UFO footage and all this weird stuff so that we don't eventually care about it. But then, it's a New World Order theory or whatever. Then when the aliens come to take over, we'll be like afraid. I can't remember the theory, but anyway. We're supposed to hammer us with a ton of it so that we get used to it and then we get scared later, I guess.
I saw somebody say, which I did see, my internet was buffering. I will say, let me check my speed really quick.
Elastic, thank you for upgrading to an odd boy!
Thank you, Elastic. Thank you. My internet is usually very good, but yeah, it is kind of crappy right now. Oh, yep. So you might lose my video.
You're looking at it's not sounding good right now.
I don't know what is happening, but like, yeah, I usually have very good internet, but it is. I'm not on Wi-Fi. If somebody is saying Wi-Fi, I'm on a wired connection, and I do pay for like better internet. But yes, it is not great right now. So hopefully it doesn't. It's beyond my control. So
thank you.
Hopefully it doesn't cut out.
We got 3 odd boys. We got a bunch of memberships tonight. I'll read them all off at the end of the stream. Thank you, everyone, for being generous and courteous. On our way to 69 likes. This is the schedule now is, I think, going to be Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday for this show. That's what we're going to try to do. Tuesday night, 6 to 8. Friday night, 6 to 8. And then Saturday, noon to 2. This is all California time, so 3 hours later than that if you're on the East Coast. And if you're in England, it's in the what's it called? The underneath time. What is it called in Stranger Things where
British,
they go?
What is it?
The underworld.
Just BST? British Standard Time?
No, where do you go in Stranger Things, the spooky place?
Oh, the Upside Down?
The Upside Down. So if you live in England, you're going to be in Upside Down time because you're on the other side of the planet.
Hopefully you don't lose me. You might. This might be tonight's episode might be a bit of a wash.
It sounds a little glitchy at times in your voice, but it actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, my internet is like struggling extremely hard right now, so you'll probably lose me at some point.
What should I do? Should I show this other CUBE UFO thing and then get to the Warren stuff that we're the main topic of the evening? What do you want to do?
I think you can, but if my internet keeps cutting out, I won't be able to. We won't be able to do it. So.
Well, we'll just do like an hour episode where we'll talk about the UFOs, and if we lose you, we'll make do, and then we'll continue on Friday. Like normal. Hello, Corey. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Starshine. Okay, so let's watch this CUBE UFO. Okay, so you might have know this guy. Do you know Casper Sight, the YouTuber? This guy?
I do not. No, I've never heard of him.
He's pretty popular. He's got almost 1 million subscribers. He talks about UFO stuff a lot, ghost stuff. I kind of watch his videos of him reacting to things, and that's what I was doing the other day. And I discovered this cube thing while he was discovering this cube thing. So this is an actual UFO someone has seen. Look this is footage this lady shot of it coming out of the sky. And it's just a cube floating around. And then there's been other people who have also seen this cube floating around. And this guy, let's listen to this military dude. I think he was on Joe Rogan talking about the one he saw. These black cubes are just floating around the sky. So here we go.
Area. So, that box that I told you about in the sky that starts 10 miles off the coast, there's a particular GPS, location and altitude where incoming traffic will fly in and outbound traffic will fly in the exact same spot, but will fly out 1,000 feet lower. There were 2 aircraft from my squadron, VFA 11, and they flew, took off as a flight of 2. That means they're essentially flying in a formation like this. And as they hit the area, one of these objects went right between the aircraft. The lead air crew saw the object. The Dash 2 aircraft crew did not, which is not surprising because they're usually very focused on flying formation. You're just staring right at that aircraft. The lead really has actual leeway to look around. So,
I like hearing this stuff from these military guys because it makes me feel a lot more real and serious.
Came back. I have to assume.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it adds some legitimacy to the whole thing.
At the entrance point.
Yeah, so I don't think they would make this up.
He turned around, flew back, landed, and I was in the ready room when he come back, and he had all his gear on, which typically is not a good thing.
My internet might be back. It looks good
So
now.
usually means there's a problem of some nature.
Seems like I'm back to normal.
And he was just sitting there saying, "Hey,
Stupid
I almost hit one of those damn
Comcast
and we all knew what he was
gigabit
referring
internet.
to, even though we didn't know.
Also, your internet's working again, and my number 1 button is working again because I just took it off and fixed it. I found another button that was broken on my keyboard. It's the aliens, I'm telling you. It's the UFO sightings that are messing with my keyboard. Okay,
It's always the aliens.
This dude is talking about this cube he saw to help kind of confirm this is real. People are seeing these things. Even military guys are like, okay, black cubes are floating around the sky. So we were seeing all kinds of drones all over the place. Pilots are seeing them. They're all different shapes. The one I'm most intrigued by is the black. I don't know if it's a black cube, but it's a cube inside of a sphere, and like the 4 points of the cube are touching the edges of the glass of these spheres. That's like a thing. That's like what that other army dude chased in his jet in 2008. So yeah, this guy
a name for just because we were
talking
seeing
about
so
it.
much.
He saw him they're seeing them so much.
He described it just as a black
it's
or
like
dark gray cube.
Wait, listen to that. Listen to that.
And he described it. He described it just as a black or dark gray cube, and that cube was inside of a clear or translucent sphere.
This is the thing.
Essentially, the apex or the corners of that cube, best he could tell, were touching that inside of that sphere.
Mind-boggling.
So yeah, have you heard about these UFOs?
No, so these are it's the Borg.
Someone posted that in Discord earlier that says it's the Borg, and I was like, I'm down for that. It's
interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's like what are these squares that are being sent to Earth?
Let's watch
these
this
are being
footage from this lady. Yeah, they're being seen. What'd you say?
They're being seen by the military apparently.
Military and now citizens. This woman films it. This is what she gets.
Black portal and alien cube over.
Let me give credit to this dude. His name is, I forget the YouTube name. I looked at his footage later. It's Secure Team or something YouTube channel. I don't know. This guy didn't give credit. This guy's in England though, that watching the video.
Texas, which we published on June 29th, 2015, has gotten a major response.
2015, man. This was 10 years ago.
And an overwhelmingly positive response with almost 60,000 views in a single day, as well as reaction from multiple sources who were in El Paso that day, who came to the channel to add their little tidbits of information on their sighting of this object.
So a lot of
this
people
is
saw
a mass sighting of this
10 years
giant
ago.
cube-shaped UFO.
I think when I hear of the mass sightings, it does add more, same thing. There's a few things that I think add legitimacy to these sightings. Military, I think especially like an officer, like a pilot is an officer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that to be a pilot, I think you're automatically a lieutenant, and then I think you move there. So these are officers that are seeing these things in the military. And I think that they do have a lot to lose, especially if they're active duty military.
Yeah.
But the other is crowds and like mass sightings, which is like, I think if
deny that. That's like the Phoenix Lights.
Right.
You can't deny what so many people saw at the same time, and then the news tries and the government tries to lie about it, like the Phoenix Lights, and no one's gonna fall for it. This makes us believe in it more. So yeah, I love these mass sightings.
If it's one or two people or like a family, then it's like, okay, it's like, was this like a delusion? Like, were these people like in on it? Were they like feeding each other's like mania or whatever? But if it's just like a specific day, random people at a fair saw 500 people at a fair saw like a thing floating in the sky. It's like, you can't really, they saw something. It's like, whether or not that was alien is like, that's up for interpretation and debate, but they saw something.
Yeah. So something's going on and we need to get to the bottom of it. And we'll do that right now.
We do. Also, for anybody who's just joining us, hello, Nathan needs to buy Katie a sewing machine. And if we hit a red dono tonight, Nathan will have to buy Katie a sewing machine. I think she might already be buying one with Nathan's credit card. So Nathan just won't be
I think she
poor
is buying it.
Nathan just won't be poor and broke.
I really am like actually bummed about. I don't think she should be doing this. I really don't. It's not good. I don't want to. I'm getting stressed financially.
This is married life.
I'm to save
this
money.
This is married life.
And then we're just spending so much.
This is married life, my friends.
Not everyone has to spend money just because they're married.
No, but if if your wife wants a sewing machine, that's just the way it is.
I'm fine with getting it. I own one already. We don't need to get it right now. She should let me go get it from Seth's, and then get one later when we can afford it. Please become a member if you can. Genuinely, despite the sewing machine conversation, please be a member. Keep the show going. We love doing this. We're trying to do it 3 days a week. So keep watching and keep
wait. Yeah.
Also, give a like. If you haven't liked the stream, it really does help.
Yeah, please give it a
like the stream.
Can we? So everybody in the chat. So what I'm saying is,
I'm not married yet. It's not her money. It's my money. It's my money. I told her. I said I'm not getting married into debt. She needs to fix her credit card situation if she's using credit cards.
Hold on 1 second. Everybody in the chat who's married or has this, I guess if you're married, please say in the chat if I'm right or Nathan's right. Say Tom is right or Nathan.
No, there can be a mutual understanding and we can come to an agreement, she and I, and it can be we can buy things sometimes and we never ever need to use a credit card ever because we don't buy things unless we have the money. That's the way it is. I will never ever do that. I have good credit because I have this tiny credit card that I use for like a sandwich once a month just to keep the credit card going, and I never even use it other than that, and it's auto pay all the time, instant payment. So
I like Corey. Tom's right. Yeah, exactly. Tom's right, Nathan. Exactly, Corey. Exactly.
No, you're all banned.
Derek said Tom's right. It's very split. Endrin said Tom is. It's split. It's like half the people are saying you're right, half are saying it's very split.
Let's do this. The only way to do it.
I think within reason. I see what you're saying. Within reason, sure. Like, but also, Katie needs a sewing machine. Right now.
She does.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. She has your credit card, I think, right now. The funniest credit card thing I think I've ever seen.
She took it. I think she was just joking.
The funniest credit card thing I've ever seen, because Seth used to do this pretty often.
Who is right? You don't have to have debt just because the wife wants it. You guys can come to an understanding. That's what I feel. Tom says whatever the wife wants is what happens.
Yeah. So
I'm not necessarily against that either because I want her to be happy, and I will always forego my own belief in what I want to do if it really benefits her.
This is what I'm saying. Whatever your wife wants, that's what you have to do. Am I right?
I could also have a conversation with her and maybe show her that what she might want that moment isn't the best thing for both of us.
It doesn't matter. It's just whatever she wants. That's the being married is.
Maybe she wants me to tell her what she should do and not just go crazy.
I assure you she doesn't. This is being married. It's just whatever your wife wants.
I'm not married yet either. We're just engaged, so I don't have to play by these rules just yet.
I mean, 68% Tom. It's people are more so siding with just do whatever your wife wants. That's the
I'm fine with that unless the wife puts us in debt and get us kicked out of the house and we can't afford anything.
That's just being married.
No, that's hard. That's bad. No, decision making.
That's just part of being married. That's why most of America's in debt because they're married. That's just the married way. I'm sorry to say. Look at that, 71%. Tom, look at that. It seems like a majority of the chat is agreeing with me.
Corey, I remind her all the time. I say things to Kitty. I'm like, well, if we don't get that, we'll be that much more money closer to the house you want that you want to put your baby in. She really wants to have a baby. And I said we can't have this baby until we know we can get a house because I don't want to live in an apartment in Los Angeles with a baby. I want to go to live in a regular smaller town and have a house that we can afford. If she keeps buying sewing machines, we can't get the house. So she's preventing herself from getting a baby. Then I can remind her that, and then often she goes, all right. So she does come around. So I have to say those things to kind of like finagle her into making the wise decision.
Sure. But then the counter argument is, I'll be Katie in this circumstance. The argument is Katie comes up to you and she goes, Nathan, but please. And then you go, okay.
No.
That's the counter.
I go,
that's the counter
I don't think this is a good idea. And then she does something PG-13 and I go, all right, fine.
Well, that's the other part of the marriage is like, she just like your wife just like temporarily is missing clothing or something, and then you're like, whatever you want, I guess that's because
we're my card.
Because we're cavemen, so it doesn't matter. You might as well just skip that entire song and dance, this whole parade, and just be like, all right, whatever, just go get it. Just go do whatever you want.
I agree. Katie will always win any. We haven't even had an argument. We've never even argued or fought. But if there was ever like a decision, I would just be like, yeah, all right, do whatever you want. But I will always try to be logical in the beginning and be like, do you think that's a good idea? Maybe we don't do that. I like splurging sometimes if we have enough to do it. But like now that we're talking about both of us, I think very differently because it's not just me and I know what I have. I know what she has for money and I start getting nervous. Also, I know how much I'm earning nowadays and I'm a little nervous. So
right, but what I'm saying is your money
doesn't
matter.
Now that I quit the LCU, my high-paying job,
I'm
over here with Odd Boy Universe.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So if we get a red dono, Nathan will be happy. He'll buy the sewing machine. All will be right in the world. So that is our goal for this stream. The other thing that I want to say is it's not your money anymore. It's Katie's money. So I'm sorry. That's just those are the rules of
Not until we're married. Not until we're married. So I have time to go put my money away somewhere where I can't even touch it. Well, none of us can put our hands on it. But go, sorry, Katie, I invested it in an account. Neither of us can touch it now. Sorry, that's just the way it is.
You better put it into Fort Knox or something because it's the only way that it's gonna remain safe and secure from now on, my friend.
Yeah, I know. It is definitely going to be deposited somewhere where no one can get their hands on it before we get married.
Put it in cash and like bury it in the yard or something.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. Sorry, we got derailed, everybody. So yeah,
these are important. These are important conversations, though. Also, it looks like I won the poll, and thank you everybody for agreeing with me. 73% agree that it's not your money anymore. It's Katie's money, and you should just do whatever she wants.
Yeah, right. You guys win. You and Katie win, everybody.
Yep. I will say there's a lot of married people in the chat. Helly's married. Ska's married.
Hans is married.
Hans. We've got another person that I don't know if they publicly disclosed if they're married yet or not, so I'm not going to say if they are.
Yeah, someone else is married. All right,
somebody else is married.
You know who I want to marry? An alien, because they won't spend all my money. So let's see if I can find one. Don't tell Katie. She's going to crucify me if she hears me say that.
This cube came through a dark portal
so
in the
these people in Texas are seeing the black cube. Oh my God. Avatar.
Came through the portal and
it came through the bloody thing.
So that means we have to have hot sauce, and you have to get a sewing machine. All right, I gotta get Avatar.
We have to flip a coin to see who eats it. Because if we don't get another red one of us is off the hook. Only one of us has to eat it. So either you or me.
I mean, we could just both do it because Avatar has been so supportive of us.
The original goal we put at the top of the stream was 2 red donos, one for each. And I don't want to back out on that.
All right, let's do. I can see your screen. Let's do rocks, paper, scissors.
No, I don't trust this. This is too much of a delay.
You can see my hands. I'm on.
We have to flip a coin.
I'm on a Discord. All right.
Let me get a coin. I got a coin.
But I can't.
Here.
But I can see your hands on the Discord call. I can't see the coin. You could flip it to whatever you want.
No, I'll show it. I won't lie. We'll do best 2 out of 3 if you want.
Exactly, Raspberry. Raspberry saying Nathan's gonna try to wiggle out of this one.
I won't. I'm very truthful and honest, and you know that. I don't. The delay, I don't trust. You might see what I do before you do it, and I won't be able to tell. I don't trust that.
Yeah, Nathan's gonna be Welsh.
I'll show it right on camera. So we're gonna do best 2 out of 3.
Yeah, that's a fake. That's a fake coin. That's a double heads.
It's not. Here is George Washington, and here's George Washington's the pet.
Oh, is there a Google coin? Wait, is that a real thing? Can you flip a virtual coin?
I guess I could probably look that up.
Raspberry said Google. There is no such thing as a Google coin. I should have known that wasn't a real thing.
I'm just gonna flip a regular freaking coin. Ready?
Oh, it is? Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'll go full screen so you can see me and you can see it like.
Okay, I can see you in real time. Keep both of your hands where so I can see them. Who's going to call it, me or you?
I caught it. It's in my hand, and I'm going to flip it onto my hand.
Yeah, but who's going to call it? We haven't called anything yet. Well, who's going to call it? Are you going to call it?
You call what you want.
It's your channel. You call it.
I want tails.
Okay.
So if it's tails, you have to eat it. I haven't looked at it.
No, if it's tails, you're it.
No, I'm calling tails as the safe one. The punishment.
That's not how it works. Tails would be it. Heads would be the safe one.
If it's tails, I don't have to eat it. If it's heads, I have to eat it.
Okay, fine.
Ready?
I'm ready.
It's heads. Crap. So
Hell
what does that mean?
yeah!
Do I have to eat it?
Yep. All right, you got to do a spoonful of hot sauce. All right, if we get it, and if we get one more, I will join Nathan. Avatar, thank you very much. If we get one more, I will join Nathan in hell.
I did say 2 out of 3, but I think we just do this. Makes it easier.
I think we just get it. I think we just get out of the way, and then if we get another one, I'll do one with you.
Please, someone do a red dono. Please make him eat this. I'm begging you.
What this means, you can buy Kate. This means you said, how much is the sewing machine? $200.
She said it's $70 off. It's $200, but there's also California tax, which is 10%. So it's gonna be $220.
Oh yeah, I forget about sale. There's no
you
sales
don't have tax there.
No, it's so much nicer. You just buy a thing, and it's just whatever the price is. It's
Gosh,
so much nicer.
dang it. Entertain the odd boys. I'll be right back.
Okay, chat. I don't have control of the screen, so I can just respond to what you're saying. So I was right. As per usual, it would appear. Oh yeah, exactly, Yanep. Exactly. The pink dono covers the tax. I guess I can use this time to plug the members Discord. If you like all of the spooky stuff that we're doing, we do have a member Discord. If you get an Odd Boy tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, and tier 1 gets in the Discord, tier 2 can get into second room that is able to share stories with us, and tier 3 gets to jump on an episode with us and do share a guest story with us. So if you would like to both support us and be part of the program, please consider joining the Odd Boys Discord.
Yeah.
Eat the pickle.
3 tiers, and each tier you can be a part of the show. So also, if you are a member of this YouTube channel of the Nathan tiers or Odd Boy tiers, you can also get into the members Discord. But the Odd Boy tiers get into the Odd Boys rooms in the members Discord.
What's up, WX?
Have a free Discord you can join. Tom does
WX is in the chat. Who is the strange man talking to us? It looks like Tom, but doesn't look like them.
Here's
WX.
what I have. African ghost pepper. I had a tiny little spoonful of this the other day, and it was horrible. Thank you, Nikki, for the blurb.
I like that. I forget that you blurb, but it's weird to hear your blurps. It's nice that I can actually hear them on a stream.
Yeah, it's cool when you hear it live. I like this. I love doing the show. I gotta tell you, I'm genuinely liking doing the show with Tom. It's my favorite thing that we've done as a reoccurring program. And I like that it's a show. Yeah. We talk about stuff, and it's not just wild, crazy live streams. We actually have a little bit of structure to it, and it's kind of scheduled. It's fun. So yeah, but speaking
Elastic
of
Box said,
"Where is the pickle?" We gotta make sure we get to the facts before it gets too late into the show.
Elastic Box says, "Where's the pickle?" Wasn't the deal for both at once? It wasn't. It was too red to do the pickle. So I will hold to that. It wasn't a. It wasn't a twofer.
We each have to eat. But are you gonna do the pickle? Or are you gonna do hot sauce? And we're gonna save the pickle for later because I don't have a pickle yet.
The pickle's pretty gross. I guess I could leave it up. If somebody did do a red dono, I would just let them decide. I do have hot sauce as well, so that person, if they want me to do hot sauce, I'll do the hot sauce. If they want me to do the pickle, I'll do the pickle. They can decide. But I do have hot sauce locked and loaded as well. I have some hot sauce direct from Mexico. It's supposed to be very spicy. I haven't tried it yet. I like that you're measuring the. You better not be putting ketchup on there.
No, I'm balancing the spoon so it doesn't spill. I'm putting it down. I had to put the spoon.
Your hands are off camera. You better not be putting that ketchup
on
there.
Because I'm putting everything down and getting myself ready. Because I have a towel I'm putting in my lap. You'll see it. The camera will see it. I have a towel here to drool into, and I'm getting ready. And I just put the spoon down. So I'm about to eat it now.
You know, this is a side thing, but when you were doing this with steak on the LCU, I was like, part of me was like, yes, the hot sauce is spicy. Yes, the hot sauce is bad, but you've done things that are like evil.
But it's been years since I've done it, and I'm not used to it. Like, it's crazy how your mouth is like. Yeah, I don't have any milk. I don't have any oat milk or anything in the house. I only have water and gamer sups. So
no, my point was when you were doing this with steak was like making it sound like the worst thing in the world. And I was like, this man hasn't done the one chip challenge or the toe of Satan or like. I was like,
the lollipop was horrible.
Right. I was like, the hot sauce is bad. I was like, but those are bad. Those are really bad.
Thank you, Nikki.
You love Blurb now. You just don't like the video. You don't like the videos, but you do like the stuff.
Blurb. I like Blurb because it's quick and funny. This is, I guarantee you, I swear on my life, this is not ketchup. It's African ghost pepper. It's miserable. This is what I poured out.
See it. Let me look up what
it's the same color.
What is it called?
I'm not cheating. I don't cheat things. I do everything for real. Here we go. Ready? Let me actually. I'm gonna chase it with some water because.
What is the pepper in there? I wanna look this up.
I don't know. Google it.
What's the name of the sauce?
African Ghost Pepper by.
Oh, it's a ghost pepper sauce.
African Dream is the brand. African Dream.
What
Foods.
is the? Let me see what the Scoville level of this.
Here we go.
Oh, that actually is really hot. It's 1 million Scoville. Oh, that is hot actually. That actually is really hot. That's 1 million Scoville. That's actually pretty bad. Actually, I take it back. That is actually very, very bad.
Oh, I have a puke feeling. It's making my throat numb.
I thought this was like baby hot sauce. That's actually like hot sauce. 1 million.
My stomach already feels like crap. It's already twisting.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe you should have like had a. Maybe you should have had the goal be for like a nice piece of cake.
It's doing a thing where this is my stomach hurts so bad. It's doing a thing
for anybody who Avatar. Thank you very, very much for that red dono. For anybody who does, Piper's right.
I have peanut butter.
Yeah, you should have some peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Sorry, this is gross. I had to drool into this. It's doing a thing where
this is going to turn in. It's going to turn into the diarrhea stream. Did you eat any food?
Shot it. No, I haven't eaten like anything today. I shot it in the back of my throat, and the water kind of swashed it back, and it like hit me. Now it feels like I got punched. Like it feels like genuinely like I got punched in my Adam's apple. Like it's hurting. My stomach is so hot. My stomach is hot.
It's because you don't have anything in there.
I can feel it.
You should get something to kind of balance it out. If you have peanut butter, you could do like that fat will like balance it out. You should get
I think I'm gonna barf.
You should get a spoonful of peanut. Yeah, don't do it on camera.
I feel really sick.
If you are, you should make sure you don't do it on camera.
I'm getting cramps. Like I'm really fat. It's just my whole body's reacting so fast to this.
Well.
Oh gosh, this was really crappy. This is worse than the one I did it recently with steak because I did a little bit.
Also, you have to. You should. If you're gonna do a hot challenge, you should always like eat something before.
I don't have milk. I usually have oat milk, and that doesn't really seem to do much. And I don't have any in the house anymore right now.
Yeah, I should have done it, Chaser. Do you have any? Go get some peanut butter. That'll help. You do like a spoonful. You gotta like balance it in.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Hang on. Keep entertaining everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donation. Yep.
Thank you, everybody. This could. So for anybody who doesn't know, there's something called the Scoville scale for all the hot stuff. I looked up this hot sauce. It's called African Ghost Pepper hot sauce. It uses ghost peppers. And it has a Scoville rating of over 1 million.
All right. I'm so sorry, everyone. I really apologize. This is not the program. Let's finish this black cube thing real quick. Let's just watch the end of it, and then we'll go to the headline story. Tom knows all the research, has all the information on. the Warrens.
Yeah, I guess we can either edit this. I guess you could, if you wanted to cut it, I guess you could like do like a clip and then just be like, this is where Nathan ate something hot, and then for 45 minutes he was dead.
I might. Here we go. Let's play this real quick.
Hours maybe.
Appropriate to use for the investigation of UFO research, and ultimately became the home for Project Sign.
Like it's got sort of like
Okay, so this is I'll show this. This is a guy in Brazil. He sees another cube.
as if it was a balloon. Look at this.
It does look like it could be a square balloon, but it's like staying in one spot.
Did my camera freeze?
Oh yeah, it's probably. Hang on, I gotta refresh your window. There it is. You're back.
I see that Nathan's controlling the stream.
I fixed it.
Now, given this one doesn't seem like it's got sort of like a translucent sphere around it, but is that because it's not, I don't know, defending itself right now, or is this just like a balloon? Don't worry, guys, we're gonna get into more freaky stuff. Oh, hang on, it didn't look like it. Okay, I thought it had a sphere around it for a second. Look at this thing.
Brazil has a lot of UFO stuff.
I
think there is something about
some
certain parts of the world.
It's a bit odd. Now look
and
at
having
this.
like a concentration
The
of
pilot then
UFOs.
points his camera phone out of the cockpit window and watch this as he zooms in.
So this is the last one we'll watch. This is
A metallic-looking
I saw
object,
this.
a
Have you seen this one
polyhedron
before?
of some sort, whizzes by in a straight line.
I've seen this.
We slow it down and zoom in further. You can see it
Freaking
kind of looks
Minecraft
like a
in the
cube.
sky.
It has these kind of little points that stick out.
Look at it.
It does
It's
seem
definitely
to be
real.
darker in color and not
This Dungeons and Dragons cube just floating through the sky.
So anyway, that's the black cube UFOs that have been being seen. The best one is this woman. Well, we never even watched this.
And an overwhelmingly positive response
I guess we
with
did.
almost 60,000 views
I
in a
thought
single
there was
day,
footage,
as well
though.
as
Maybe she just took
reaction
pictures.
from multiple sources who were in El Paso that day.
Oh, sorry. Whoops. Here. This is the best one.
To go.
And an overwhelming.
Look at this thing. It's crazy. It breaks out of the clouds. And I'm pretty sure this isn't like a effects hoax thing. I think
That's the only thing I'd be skeptical of. It definitely looks like a Blender animation or something.
Yeah, the way
it doesn't
breaks out of the clouds. It's like it breaks.
It doesn't look convincing to me.
It is a little FX looky.
It kind of like
response with almost.
And this is
60,000
just coming from like some random account. It's like the military ones, and the ones that have a mass sighting. That I'm more.
And why is there no footage of this one? But there's pictures. Who takes a picture? You film a UFO. You don't take snapshots.
Yeah, this just looks like an animation.
But this guy, he saw him. So yeah, you be the judge.
You be the judge.
UFO segment concluded. What do you think, everyone?
UFO segment and you died. You actually did. You were abducted for 45 minutes.
I think the aliens are trying to silence me.
Right. So for anybody who is
Can't
just
kill
tuning
me.
in, I see a few people coming in. Got derailed. Very generous donation, and then Nathan had hot sauce and died.
Can we please get 69 likes for my misery? Please. Thank you for being here. 14 new members today. Insane. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So do we want to move into the next segment of the show?
Let's move on. So UFO segment. I love the UFO stuff. So please.
I like both.
Tell us what you think.
Ghosts.
Because the point of the show is to figure it out. We need you guys to help us figure it out. Is that real? I think the cube things are real. The army guys are seeing them. I think they're weird. I think everything we see, I think, is man-made. And I think it's stuff that like Lockheed Martin and all these companies are developing and doing, and they're not letting us know what's going on. And it's like secret agency type stuff. And even the army's like, what the heck's that? So that's what I feel it is. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you think,
I think
Tom?
that's the. I think with these specifically, I'm more inclined to believe, again, that the military people are more legitimate or the mass sightings are more legitimate, but something like those photos that look like they could be like AI generated or something on it, honestly, and then like just distributed, those aren't as convincing to me.
Cool looking, but yeah, not as convincing.
It's cool looking, it's creepy, but I'm not super sold on I'm not sold on those. But also, yes, I think that Avatar is working with the Cubes that uses their donation to make Nathan eat the hot sauce, knowing it would potentially silence him. I agree.
Not gonna work.
It's not gonna. Yeah, it's not. He's back. It's not gonna work.
Yep. Here
Well, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into another seg.
Bags under my eyes. That's freaking killed me.
You're dying.
Well, luckily,
you're dying.
I am the CEO of Hyper Fox clothing line, fabrics and textiles. Buy a hat. I beg you all. Buy a shirt. I love this stuff. This is my new merch line.
Hyper Fox. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So something that I wanted to pivot into. So there's a new movie out, everybody. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. There's a brand new movie. It is the latest in the Conjuring franchise. So before we start this, what I will say, what do you know about Ed and Lorraine Warren? We were talking about this before the show, and I love the story of the Warrens, even if it's hotly contested. But I love the story of the Warrens. What do you know about the Warrens?
I know nothing about the Warrens, but I did look into these people a couple years ago when I was doing a Grave Stories episode. So, where is it?
Do you want me to run through the brief history?
Please tell me and everyone else, and I'll look at pictures as you tell us.
So the brief history of Ed and Lorraine Warren, I would say that they're the most famous ghost hunters of all time. And I think that they kind of spawned this new wave of all of those ghost hunter shows and whatnot. There's Ed Warren, who was a former, he was in the Navy, then he was a police officer, and then he became a self-taught demonologist. And then his wife, Lorraine, who was a self-described clairvoyant and medium. She claimed that she was able to communicate with the spirits of the dead, and they were also very religious. So, and I think that comes heavily into play because they did have very strong religious beliefs. Then all of their adventures ended up spawning this Conjuring series, and they are, I was telling this to Nathan before the stream, their Conjuring Hollywood counterparts look absolutely nothing like them, which I think
yeah, they're attractive.
That's the most Hollywood part of this. That's the most Hollywood part of the story. But the real Ed and Lorraine Warren, they founded NESPR, which is the New England Society for Psychic Research.
Oh, they're from New England like us. So they're people
from Connecticut.
People of our own ilk. Oh, they have the Annabelle doll. I did a video on that. Okay, so I do know these people. But now a new comedian named Nathan owns the house, right?
Matt Rife.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Matt? Have you heard of Matt? Like, he's very super famous comedian. He bought the house. So they formed the New England Society for Psychic Research, and that is the oldest ghost hunting group in New England. They never. So this is like where I get into like the conjecture about how legitimate they were. They didn't make money off of their investigations per se, but they did make a lot of money off lectures and books and movie rights and whatnot. So that's where I'm kind of like, they didn't make money off the investigations, but they sure as heck wrote a lot of books about all their investigations after. And there were a lot of embellishments in those books. But they met, it's actually kind of a nice story.
So this is her, like, Lorraine Warren. Oh, wait, let me see here. Lorraine Warren, paranormal investigator portrayed in The Conjuring, dies at 92.
She just died a couple years ago. Ed died in 2006, I think. She died a couple years ago. But it's actually kind of a nice story. They were teenagers in Bridgeport, Connecticut. They worked, Ed worked at a movie theater. He met Lorraine there. They were married in 1945, and they began investigating ghosts after World War II. And something that I wrote in my notes. Thank you,
Crow.
Oh, did we get a
donation?
Oh, hey, Crow Chaser. Thank you very much. Something that I love about, something that I wrote in my notes is I love the characters of Ed and Lorraine Warren, and I love their stories, but the real life couple, and this is the reference that I made for my notes, they were more like P.T. Barnum than Ghostbusters. Everything they did was like, even if there was like it was all a lot of anecdotal evidence and a lot of like, I felt this way. I felt the temperature, but like there was so little verifiable evidence from them. It was like, you know, Lorraine saying, I felt a presence. I felt like it was colder. And a lot of their footage, like we'll end up watching a little bit of their footage, I think, with these videos. But a lot of their footage was like framed so that like when a table shakes, it's like a close up of the table. And it's like, is Ed just shaking the table right off the camera? Mm-hmm. It's like, if you wanted this evidence to be presented as like, this is definitive proof of we're summoning a demon, and like I'm saying I'm doing a Hail Mary, and that's causing the demon to shake this table. But the video footage is like a close up of a table, and then like his hand could just be under the table shaking it, because
is there
they don't
footage
do a
of them
shot.
Doing their original seances and stuff?
I included some footage of a table shaking and stuff in there, but it's like even that footage that's moving, and there's tons of footage of their investigations in general.
Is this the person's YouTube video?
If there is in the doc, there is one. Yes, if you look at the world exclusive, there's a tables and chairs moving. Okay. If you look at that, it's like, well, this, you know what I mean? It's like, it's the one right under it, the real story. There's a table and chairs moving directly beneath this link, but we can watch this video. But basically, this is the real story of the Conjuring Last Rites. That's the video that we can react to. I also included, we should just go through the videos.
Okay. I'm trying to get that one, the tables and chairs.
But just to give everybody a brief, I think that's just an interesting video. We could watch that.
Which one is it?
It's the
world exclusive. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
This is like footage from one of their investigations.
Oh, this is quick. Yeah, let's watch this first.
Yeah, it's just footage. But like you can see how it's framed. It's like, does somebody have like a rope and they're just shaking the table?
So they shot this.
This is from one of their investigations. They filmed everything.
So this is someone else's house.
This is one of their investigations, yes.
In the name of Jesus Christ and the blood of Christ, I command you to reveal your identity. Give me some sign.
But it's like, is there somebody underneath the table? Like right there, is there somebody just pulled the chair?
Oh, did someone move it? It moved. Oh, that.
But like the way that it's framed is like, did somebody just pull it?
The guy could have had his foot on it and just pulled it with his foot as he's saying it.
But that's what I mean, is that a lot of their footage is like this, where it's like, if you just zoomed out little bit.
So stupid, yeah.
Right. But this is like all of their footage is like.
You moving something?
How did they get so famous?
They just attached themselves to like really famous cases. And they investigated. They were really good storytellers.
You can see his camera shake as he moves it. So it's like the guy holding the camera literally moves the chair. It moves.
But that's what I...
Watch this. Ready? The camera and chair move at the exact same time.
The books
were all
ghost-ridden.
Thank you, Ted.
They actually debunked most of their case, but were also happy to make $1 for their name on a book.
Oh, so someone else wrote the books.
That's what I mean. Is like I think that they or even they did do a lot of live stories and like live lectures where they talked about their stories, and those were then transcribed into books. I think that they were very good storytellers who really liked paranormal stuff, but in my opinion, there's no like definitive evidence. Mm-hmm. But I do think that they were very interested in the paranormal. But I also is like, if you say that you're a clairvoyant and you say that you're a demonologist, you're already going to a spooky place being like, I am going to find something.
Yeah.
I am going to have an experience here. And I think that that's just like, it's your bias a lot of the time too. Yeah, we can go through this, but I can give you we can watch the video on it as well.
Did a knife move? I heard a knife go.
Oh, maybe. But it's just
command
stuff
you to
moving, you
reveal
know
your
what I mean?
identity in some way.
The whole thing.
And it's like, it's creepy. Like, this footage is like, yeah, sure, it's like, it's spooky, but like, it's not.
It's so boring.
But like, seeing a table move, seeing a chair move, it's like, yes, it's like, that
what
is
was this, the 70s?
They were active from like, yeah, like the 50s to like, yeah, maybe like the 90s, 2000s.
Okay. 50s, you said.
But this is, so before we start this video, and they'll explain probably a lot of this in the video, this is what the new Conjuring movie is based on. And have you ever heard of the story of the Schmerls? Also,
no.
I love their name. The Schmerl family. This is the Schmerl family. This is the subject of The Conjuring, The Last Rites, which is supposedly the last Conjuring movie.
How many were there? I thought there was only one.
There's 4. There's a lot of cases, and that's why I do think that we could do more than one segment on the Warrens, because they investigated. So real quick, the Warrens investigated Annabelle, which is like one of the most a demonic doll. They investigated the Amityville Horror. Do you know the detail? And that's the whole thing. The stories around these hauntings are so tragic. Do you know the story of the Amityville Horror? Like,
I did at one point. I did. I don't remember now.
So the Amityville Horror, before the Lutz family, which is the family that had the haunting, moved into the house, which was, then all the supernatural occurrences happened.
Mm-hmm.
The family that lived there directly before them was the home of Ronald DeFeo Jr. And Ronald DeFeo Jr., one night, he claimed he was possessed by a demon. And he went room to room with a rifle, like one of those rifles that you have to like, and he went room to room and
like
shot all of his, like a rifle, like one of those ones that like you flip the bottom thing up and down, like you flip the lever, like a lever action rifle.
Oh, like an old time thing.
Like an old time. He went room to room and he murdered his parents and his 4 siblings. He shot them all in the face.
Didn't they hear the first shot and like wake up?
Apparently, the way that they found the bodies, 2 of the family members were awake and probably trying to get away, and he had to like he shot them as they were like awake and trying to get away.
I was responding to my fiance when you started that. Sorry. How did this guy? So what does this guy have to do with the Warrens?
So this was the case. This was the Amityville Horror. And then the next family that moved in after this man murdered all his entire family
were the Warrens.
after he was reportedly or he said that he was possessed by the devil or was possessed by a demon, murdered his entire family. The Lutz family was the next family that moved in, and they started having all of these hauntings, and then the Warrens investigated that.
Oh, I see. So the frauds investigated the fraud family, saying weird stuff happened in the house because they all probably knew, hey, we can make some money if we say we live in a murder house. So it backs up that their stuff would probably validates that stuff might be happening.
I'm just saying that the Warrens did attach themselves to very interesting cases. They also attached themselves to the Enfield poltergeist, which was the very famous photo of the girl levitating or like floating. And that was in England. And even that one is like hotly contested because there was another person investigating it. And the Warrens just heard about it and showed up, and they like barged in and were like, we're investigating this case now. But like this other paranormal investigator was like, I captured real evidence, and these people just showed up and like hijacked the investigation because they were like, "We're the Warrens, and they just barged in and took over the investigation. Okay. But if you watch the movie that's based on it, they were like invited and they like solved everything, and the family, you know what I mean? But like the real life case, they changed it. And then there was the Perrone family from Rhode Island that supposedly that house was haunted by the ghost of a witch named Bathsheba Sherman. And that's what the case of The Conjuring 1 was based on. And supposedly, as the legend goes, this woman, who is a witch, allegedly, Bathsheba Sherman, sacrificed her baby son to the devil. And after that, cursed the land so that whomever lived there somehow died a terrible death. And a family that was living there was suffering all of these like horrific things.
And that's these people right here?
No, this was a different Conjuring. I'm just going through like these are like their most these are like their most famous cases. Then there was another case they were attached to, which was the movie that I think it was the third Conjuring movie was based on this case. It was a guy named Arn Johnson who murdered his landlord, and supposedly he was possessed by the devil. And it was like that's where we get that phrase, or like one of the cases where we get that phrase, "The devil made me do it." Oh. And he was supposedly possessed, and that was his defense. His defense was, I was possessed. The devil made me do it. And he ended up getting 5 years in prison, I think.
This guy right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the Warrens investigated this case as well. So like my
this
point
guy murdered his family and the devil made him do it.
He murdered his landlord.
Brookfield is where he lives.
My point is that this is why I do think that all of these cases are interesting. Real or not, they did attach themselves to very interesting things. So the case that we're going to talk about, which is which is in these videos, is the Schmerl family case, which this happened in West Pitton, Connecticut. And as the story goes, as we'll watch it in the video, but as the story goes, this family was displaced from Hurricane Agnes in 1972. Janet and Jack Schmerl. They moved with their family into a duplex. On the other side of the duplex was this is it.
Yeah.
And on the one side of the duplex was them and their kids, and on the other side of the duplex were Jack's parents, Mary and John. And it was a fixer-upper. And the entire idea here was Jack had a really good job. Jack actually worked for the Topps baseball card, like the baseball card with the gum in it.
Yeah,
he worked for that company. He had a good job. He was a production manager. It was a fixer-upper. They were going to the house was in bad shape, and they were going to fix it up. And this was going to be a place after Hurricane Agnes that the family and the extended family were all going to live. Now everything seemed fine at first, and then early signs of something supernatural started to occur. Appliances caught fire. Foul odors were in the house, leaking pipes, TVs and radios turning off, all of this other type of thing. Then it started to escalate into loud bangs, scratching on the wall. Supposedly their dog was thrown against a wall one night.
It's probably their neighbors on the other side of the duplex pranking them.
So the interesting thing about this family is I guess there was so much attention on this case at the time that the neighbors hated this family. Supposedly that one of them threw a brick through their window at some point. Whoa. There was so much media publicity. This case was super famous at the time. There was so much media attention that neighbors both loved and hated it. Neighbors did confirm that there were strange noises. Now, some particularly haunting things that happened that I don't think this video talks about, and I thought that these stories were interesting anyway. And I saw footage.
Nocturnal cases.
Shout out to Nocturnal Cases. So two particular, or I'll say three particularly interesting things happened that eventually they reached out to the Warrens, and that's where the Warrens come into play. Supposedly, while Janet was doing laundry during the winter one night, she was downstairs doing laundry, and then she heard, Janet. She heard a female voice just saying, Janet. So she went upstairs, thought it was her sister. Nobody was there. She says that she turned off the light on her way up the stairs, came back downstairs to do more laundry, lights on, and heard the voice again.
Oh, that's
and then
scary.
Didn't really understand what was happening, and then kept going up and down, and every time she shut off the light would be back on when she went downstairs. So that was the first like weird thing, and this was like a weird female voice. Now, something that I heard that was crazy, and this is a crazy story. Jack, one night, woke up out of bed. And while he woke up, he realized he was floating in midair.
Oh, they just showed that.
And there was a demonic female presence. I was going to say president. A demonic female presence.
We have a demonic president right now.
A demonic president. There was a demonic female presence crawling up the bed towards him as he was floating and couldn't move. And this female demonic creature, which supposedly was the same voice or presumably the same voice that Janet heard in the basement that was later described as a succubus, was crawling up the bed towards him as he couldn't move. And I don't know if I could say this on YouTube, but let's just say stuff happened that was not his consent. And then that is a crazy, crazy story. But stuff happened.
I think it's not what it sounds like. It's sleep paralysis turned into a wet dream.
Something crazy happened. And Janet described similar things. But apparently this put a lot of pressure on their marriage at the time. And the other thing is that not only did they see stuff on their side of the house, but also, and that's what I think that this is interesting, is that not only were the family seeing things, very famously, the daughter, one of their daughters, a light fixture fell from the ceiling and smashed into her, like out of nowhere. And the neighbors heard this. So that is weird. But famously, the parents also saw a small black figure dart across the room one night and go under a chair that it had no space under it. So there's no way that anything could have gone under this chair. They moved the chair. There was nothing there. There was also things like their china cabinet.
Those are like those shadow creatures that people talk about.
They saw shadow creatures, and then also they saw a china cabinet move. And in addition to all of this, at night they would just hear super loud banging from the closet and from their nightstand. They would just hear banging.
So it's like a poltergeist, I guess.
Could have been a poltergeist. Supposedly, after the Warrens, eventually the Warrens did show up, and the Warrens claimed also when they showed up, they claimed that a mirror, music turned on, and then a mirror said "get out." And this is something, but there's no footage of it, so it's like up for debate. But they claim, the Warrens, that there were 3 ghosts and a demon within this house, and the demon was controlling the ghosts. So supposedly, if we were to believe the Warrens, there were 3 ghosts and a demon. And all of this stuff continued for a very long time. It continued for over a decade. Eventually, everything stopped when the family moved to a different house in 1988. But let's watch the video. That gives you the background. Spoiler alert, they're probably going to talk about this in the movie too, but this is a very famous case. So if you don't know about it, I mean, it's a very famous supernatural
do we
case.
need to watch the video? Because you just basically broke it all down.
I think we could watch the video just to get like maybe there's something that I haven't touched on. Okay. And I did like this video too. It's a very interesting case.
I think we end with this video. And then we'll wrap up the show I
love their name, Schmerl. I love their name, Schmerl.
Schmerl is a good name.
Schmerl.
Family hauntings. It remains one of the most controversial cases in paranormal history, and is also known as the case Ed and Lorraine.
It's very
Warren
controversial
couldn't
because
solve.
of the succubus, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's like, it's one thing to claim that you've seen a ghost, but to claim that a ghost was,
blowjobbing
a ghost.
You?
I mean, he claimed the ghost went all the way. And he was like frozen.
God.
And he was frozen in fear. But I mean, that's a wild claim. Also, I see them talking about the hot succubus. From the story that I read, this was not, it had like death breath, and it was like it was like a horrific looking succubus. So from the story I read, this is not.
It's like, no, I swear I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. Oh no, I didn't cheat on you because I didn't like it. It was a ghost.
So something I will say that I don't know. This is the one thing. It doesn't explain the rest of the family, but it does almost explain Jack. Jack had a traumatic brain injury and had brain surgery in 1983. I think it was 1983. So that's the one thing that I'm like, okay, Jack, the husband that claims he was violated, did have a traumatic brain injury, and he did have brain surgery. So it's like, that's the one thing that I'm like, I don't know if I believe this story. Like, it makes me believe it a little less. You know what I mean?
So this is the family that lives in Arn Johnson's house, who is a famous murderer for murdering his whole family. Correct?
The guy that said the devil made him do it.
Yeah. So this guy who shotgunned or whatever his whole family.
Oh no, that's a different case.
Oh.
So the Amityville Horror is Ronald DeFeo Jr. That man murdered his entire family. The Warrens investigated that case. This is a different case that they investigated the one that the picture you're showing now, this is the devil made me do it guy, and he murdered his landlord after claiming he was possessed.
So this house just randomly said a bunch of stuff started happening. They didn't move into a former murder house or something?
Not that they know of, but it was just like so that's the one thing that I'm like, okay, I'm like, lights turning on and off, strange smells. They moved into a fixer-upper duplex. So part of me does go, the point, it's like you moved into an old beaten up house.
Yeah.
But I think that's the whole thing about the Warrens. The Warrens were really good at constructing these stories.
And making it sound believable.
And I do think that they believed it.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. Is like, I do think that they believed it. I'm also not going to get into it really here, but the Warrens were also allegedly, well, I mean, I guess I can just get into it here. The Warrens were, you can Google it because it's also not a good story. Allegedly, while he was in his 30s, Ed was dating a 15-year-old girl who moved in with them.
Oh,
in the 1960s.
My God.
So they were pretty sketchy. Not to speak ill of the dead.
Yeah,
but
there isn't a known case directly linking Ed Warren to a specific 15-year-old girl in his famous paranormal investigations. However, the Annabelle doll case involved the claim of a young girl's spirit. But Warren's, okay, they're just talking about that.
I mean, I can find, I think
so the guy's a creep. The guy's a psycho jackass. So
I mean, you can
the
look.
Warrens are just manipulative, evil people, basically.
So the whole thing with this, I mean, I can read. It was the woman's name was Penny, and the story, which is like, I'm like, man, I'm like, these guys got they don't, and like they had other things like specifically. I mean, now we're getting into the tea portion of it, I guess.
Yeah, there is a lot of stories. It's getting a little confusing, Elastic. I agree, but I'm trying to keep track of it all.
Also, yeah, there is a lot. So. I think in the future we focus on one case, but yeah, this is like something. This could be a 10-hour episode talking about these people. So supposedly, Ed, I'm looking at it now. Ed Warren, in his mid-30s, knowingly entered into a relationship with 15-year-old Penny, and then later on,
he wasn't married.
This is after he was married to Lorraine. He was in his 30s. And in 1963, or it was before that, so Penny actually lived in the couple's home for about 4 decades. She moved in with them, and like they had an apartment that she was like, they moved her into the house.
What's a 15-year-old doing moving in with strangers?
I mean, this is part of like the Ed and Lorraine story that like Hollywood doesn't talk about.
Yeah.
But like, it's definitely sketchy.
Yeah, don't like it.
Well, but like, yeah.
I want to watch
it's
this
sketchy.
thing.
It's sketchy.
See what this dude says.
And in August 1973,
they're not
in West
exactly like
Pittston,
they're portrayed in
Pennsylvania,
Hollywood.
A family purchased a new home after losing their previous one to flooding during Hurricane Agnes the year before. Jack and Janet Smurl, a working-class Catholic couple, moved into a modest duplex at 328 Chase Street. The couple had met in 1967 and married the following year. Jack served in the Navy and later became a neuropsychiatric technician. The house they purchased was ordinary, simple, clean, and quiet. Janet managed the household while raising 4 daughters, Dawn, Heather, and twins.
Jeez, that sound effect. Doosh, this is the family.
Shannon and Karen. Jack's parents.
All right, 4 daughters. I don't know. Those the husband and wife. Grandparents. 1, 2, 3, 4 daughters, I guess.
Lived on the other side of the duplex. The initial hauntings began in January 1974. According to the Smurls, they started subtly. A strange stain appeared on one of the new carpets, which was impossible to remove. A water pipe broke, then mysteriously repaired itself. Radios turned on and off at random. Repairing tools disappeared and reappeared in odd places. And then
that happened to me. My keys did that, where they're just in the middle of the floor after I walked through the kitchen a million times and they weren't there. Then I was looking for them. Then I turn around, boom, there they are. So that is a ghost thing. I can't confirm.
Escalated. Over the next decade, things took a horrifying turn. A foul stench, described as rotting flesh, would sweep through the rooms, only to vanish moments later. A television set burst into flames. Pipes leaked persistently, despite being
It is an interesting
resoldered.
case. It's definitely scary.
Yeah. You know, here at this apartment, we were having some phantom smells. In our bedroom, I smelled what I thought was a dog's fart, but it smells like one of the dogs fart. And I was like, what is that smell? And Katie's like, oh yeah, that stinks. But there's no dogs. The dogs are in the living room. Something is coming. Someone's fart has been coming through our vents. Like it's.
It's probably.
It's in the bedroom and the bathroom. Like something in this area is coming in. Like someone's farting in their vent and going hee hee. It's blowing through the whole apartment building. Or
you know what it probably is? You know what it probably is, like in all seriousness, because I've had the same problem here. Apartment buildings are notorious for not like flushing out their pipes for like the water. And it's probably just like junk in the pipes because like.
But it's like in the closet of the bedroom. And then the hallway right in front of the bathroom. It's like literally I was laying on the floor with my head in the closet. I was talking to Katie and she was doing something. And I was like, my head was in the closet in the bedroom. And it's like, oh, I just got a horrible dog fart smell. And the dogs were like very far away. She was like, oh, that stinks. And it lasted like for an hour in this one spot. I think there's a ghost farting through the pipes.
A new sink and bathtub.
Uh-oh, she's home.
Does Katie have a sewing machine?
I don't think she got it.
If she has a sewing machine, we have to have a party.
She said she wasn't allowed to get it. Oh, she did.
Wow.
She got something. I don't know what. Hang on, we're in the middle of a ghost investigation. I'll be with you in a moment. She did text me, and I didn't see it until I sat down here with you. She's like, should I get it? Should I get it? Oh, I just left because I wasn't hearing from you. And I said, sorry, I've been throwing up. So she didn't hear about the drama that went down tonight, and she's lucky to be avoiding it. Sorry, continuing.
Tub became mysteriously scratched. In 1975, Dawn, the oldest daughter, began telling her parents that she saw people floating around her bedroom.
Wait, when did the Exorcist movie come out?
Right before this.
Right before this. So I'm thinking, oh, the kids saw that movie and were like, oh, it's happening to us too. Like you can see where they got their ideas.
No. And it doesn't, just because the
biggest movie in the world came out that year about a poltergeist or a possession.
You know what is interesting is that the guy, and this is like it's funny because it's related to like exactly this right now. But this story, the Schmerl case, became so famous that what's his name? Jason Miller, the guy who played Father Karras in The Exorcist, he visited the Schmerl home to check it out. And then they asked him if he thought it was haunted, and he said, I don't know.
Oh, wow. glad he looked into it.
He just said, I can't, because like it was such a popular case at the time, and I think he was known for The Exorcist. He visited, and they asked him if he thought it was haunted, and he was like, I didn't see anything. And then he was like, but these, I'm paraphrasing his quote, but he said, I didn't see anything, but these people believed they saw something.
Great. So he told us nothing.
He just said, I don't know.
Wow.
Janet reported being violently grabbed.
He said, that's cool.
Said, great.
And thrown down the stairs. Even their dog was lifted off the ground and hurled into a wall. Jack spiritual infestations in 1986 at their blame demonologist.
I feel I don't believe it anymore. They're just making stuff up, and these people go, yeah, it's definitely real. We went and saw. So
don't you believe? Aren't these the faces of people you can trust?
No.
Author.
They're getting famous. They're getting famous every time they tell another ghost story, so they're going to keep telling more ghost stories.
I do think, as flawed as they were, like there was definitely sketchy stuff about not really Lorraine, but there was definitely sketchy stuff, more so about Ed. I do think that they believed it. I do think that they did. I think that they profited off of it. I think that they were also like opportunists. I think that they were opportunists.
For sure.
But I do think that they believed what they thought.
Definitely.
And lecturer. Lorraine claimed to be clairvoyant and a light trance medium, someone who could see and feel supernatural presences. Sounds right out of the movies, isn't it? Their investigation began with questions about the Smurl's family life, religious beliefs, and any possible involvement with the occult. Accompanied by registered nurse and psychic Rosemary Frew, they conducted a walkthrough
I love
of the
that
house.
while
With
all
no
this
signs
was going on, this man was stuffing bubblegum into Topps baseball cards.
That's right. That was his job.
It's pretty funny. I when I was researching this, I was like, he worked at the Topps bubblegum plant. I was like, he was just putting a little piece of gum in there.
Wow. You guys are on our way to 100 likes. Please like the stream. It really helps.
of family dysfunction, tragedy, or occult practices that might have attracted spirits, the Warrens considered another possibility. The demon had been dormant for decades and awakened to draw energy from the daughter's puberty and the family's devout faith, both common triggers and poltergeist
Well, no,
cases.
that's actually
They
a real.
identified a bedroom-
I will say
Ghosts
that is a real.
take advantage of someone's puberty.
That's a real It's like a theory, but there's a real theory that like specifically, like girls when they're like entering into their teenage years, like they
summons ghosts by becoming a woman.
Yeah.
A woman.
But there's been a lot of cases where like that change, like it does something with like spiritual energy.
Katie,
there
when
is
you
like
started getting your period, did ghosts start showing up? Did you summons the nether regions with your nether regions?
I can't answer that question.
Oh, she's not allowed to answer that question.
For
She
you.
said. Oh, who can
I'm
you
just
tell?
saying.
All the women.
All right, every guy, cover your ears, and Katie's gonna tell all the ladies.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I'm gonna cover my ear.
Look at these fabrics I got.
Oh, we're haunted with cute fabrics.
Oh, can Katie
give us
can
the
Katie
answer?
hear-
What happens?
Is
that a
does Katie know
phenomenon?
that? Does Katie know that you can buy a sewing machine now?
No, she doesn't know that. I'm not gonna tell her that. Here,
What?
I'll tell you in a second. Tell the people. Is it true when women get in their period and they start having it, they become a woman? It's known to summons paranormal experiences.
Tom's gonna hear this.
He's covering his ear.
He's not. His headphones are on.
Yeah, he's listening to music.
Yeah, but I'm married.
Obviously.
He's married too. Oh, obviously. We have the answer, everyone. Girls are tied to the ghosts when
Look at
they
these
become
cute
ladies.
fabrics.
What are you going to do with those?
I don't know yet.
No, that's fun.
I wonder what that theory is. Like,
Oh, by the way, so that paper bag right there, I threw up and I wiped my mouth in the hot sauce.
no.
And then I put that paper towel I was wiping myself up with in that bag. And then I heard rustling as I was hanging over the tub. I come out and Stiv's walking through the living room eating that paper towel. So I chased him around to grab it as I'm throwing up. And
That's disgusting.
he was afraid of me.
So I should go take that back out.
You should take that bag out, yeah.
For you.
What's this? Oh, fabric glue. Thank you. This is something I needed. Thank you very much. All right, anyway.
well, you got to have your diarrhea sauce today.
Yeah, I'm never eating hot sauce again. It's never, ever happening.
Well, what do you think about the Warrens?
She doesn't know. Katie missed all of the chaos. She's like, oh, sounds great. I sent her a voice message as I was throwing up. I was like, I can't talk. I'm sorry. I can't respond. I'm going to throw up. And she goes, okay. And I was like, she's not even listening to what I'm saying. Oh, no. She responded with, can I buy the sewing machine?
I mean, yeah.
And I didn't answer
should.
her because I was puking. She said, sorry you feel bad. Can I buy the sewing machine? She doesn't understand how bad it was. She's not. She's like never going to know what happened.
I think that she should have said, oops, I bought it. Hee hee.
Katie, it's like hospital worthy what was happening to me. She just still doesn't get it. She really
Keep playing the video.
Good, we don't need it.
Closet as a potential crossover point between the two halves of the duplex and claimed to detect 4 evil entities in the house. They even started hearing pig noises from the walls. Ed Warren was totally convinced that the Smurls had a case of serious demonic infestation. So, with the church unwilling to come to their aid, Ed Warren brought a priest he knew to Chase Street. Father McKenna had performed more than 50 exorcisms for the Warrens in the past and was happy to help the troubled Smurls.
Is this the priest that the character is based on in the Poltergeist movie?
I think this was a priest that...
or maybe Poltergeist. Are you talking about Poltergeist or are you talking about the other one? There's two scary priests and two scary movies. No.
Oh, The Exorcist?
The
No,
Exorcist.
I mean, this is just a priest who worked with the Warrens who performed exorcisms.
Also, did the Poltergeist come out right before this happened or what, the Exorcist?
Poltergeist was 82. I think Exorcist was 73.
And when did these people move in?
74, and then
so it was Exorcist that influenced their spooky stuff.
They moved into the house in 74. The Warrens were called in 86, and then they left the house in 88. And then in 80, and that's when they're supposedly after they left the house, there was no more the ghost didn't follow them or anything. They moved to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre.
So that it never happened to the people who moved in the house after them? Nothing happened to them?
That's another thing where I'm like, all right. I'm like, nothing else has been reported from that property. And
they made it up.
And also the same thing happened with Amityville. Supposedly, like, yes, that is very tragic that like the person who lived in Amityville before murdered his family. But after the Letts family left, nobody else has reported haunted stuff from that same house.
It's someone taking advantage of knowing a tragedy happened to their house. Like, we can make a lot of money off this.
It could be. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's really a matter of belief. It's like, what do you believe?
Yeah.
I do think that has something to do with it, though. Like, if you believe that something, not to say that these people are hoaxing, but if you believe that something's happening.
Yeah, power of suggestion, power of what you believe. Piper said, didn't some of the Amityville kids admit they just said what Dad told them to say? Oh, maybe.
I think that it's been mixed. Like, I think some of them have said yes, and some of them have said no. But also, like, they've said that like some of the photography was faked at that property by the Warrens. And there's never been like. I still need to see proof. I still need to see definitive proof. A lot of this is just like I said, a lot of these cases, it was the Warrens saying, "I felt this way."
Thank you.
Oh my God, $5. Thank you, Cy.
I always say Sade, which I think is wrong, but thank you.
I think it's Cy.
I think it's said Deathful, or maybe Cy Deathful. Oh yeah, I think I talked to them about how to pronounce this name.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cy,
very much appreciated. Good to see you.
Keeping the show going.
Smurls. Father McKenna performed the ancient rite at the Smurls' home, but it did nothing but serve to anger the demon even more. The family were now in the second demonic stage, oppression, which according to Ed Warren followed by the first stage, which was infestation, and the next stages would be possession, and finally death. Lorraine concluded that the Smurls shared their home with 4 spirits, a harmless elderly woman, a possibly violent young girl, a man who had suffered and died in the home, and the most dangerous of all, the last spirit was a demon, the one manipulating the other 3 to destroy the family. A medium, Mary Alice Rinkman, examined the Smurls' home and confirmed the Warrens' findings. According to her, there were indeed 4 spirits present. She identified a man named Peter who had murdered his wife.
As fake as these probably are, I love these stories, by the way.
It is
pretty
fun.
I love them, Nathan. As much as you might be a hater,
I'm not a hater. I'm the ghost man. Stories. I believe in the ghosts. But if they're
you've become a UFO. You've become a UFO man. You're not even a ghost man anymore.
I love UFOs. UFOs are my favorite, but I also love ghosts because I grew up with a ghost. So I need the ghost stuff to be real.
These are all in.
What happened to me really
These
happened.
are all in New England, too.
Yeah, it's always New England. New England's like the most haunted place in the world.
And later been hung by a mob, and also an old woman named Abigail. Rinkman identified another spirit as a powerful demon, but was unable to give any details about the final spirit. Bishop McKenna performed a 3rd exorcism on the house, and this time it had seemed to have been successful. There were no more disturbances. 3 months later, however, it would appear that the ritual had not been such a success.
That was the priest. I think he's just old and looks weird.
That is a scary picture.
For Christmas 1986, Jack Smurl saw a black figure he believed was beckoning him into the 3rd demonic stage, possession. He grabbed his rosary and prayed, and the figure disappeared. Their story of the Smurl family hauntings exploded in the media.
Yeah, hey, this reminded me of something. Don't let me forget to tell you, we should look into this. The case of the guy that the repairman that goes to a house. And it's a setup on the repairman. He goes in, and then he gets possessed. He walks into the room right when they're doing like a seance, and then they send the spirit to the guy. And all this weird stuff starts happening to the guy. And the guy didn't know anything about it. He didn't know what happened. He didn't know what they said, what they did. He's like,
it's just like a plumber. He's like, I came to fix your toilet.
But this
and they were like, there's a bunch of people in there going,
yeah, that's what happened. And this woman basically set it up to timing-wise for him to walk in where they are doing the seance, and then they send the spirit to that dude, so he's unknown, and then they takes the spirit away and frees those people. And then this crazy stuff starts happening to him. I think the Y-Files did a video on it like a long time ago. I haven't watched that guy, the Y-Files channel, in a long time, but It was one of the videos. That's something I think we should look into. It's a pretty fascinating little case on this guy.
Yeah, that's a good story. I mean, I'm open to all, like, at a bare minimum. And also, tonight's episode was a bit of a mess.
It was. I did not mean to die and throw up on stream, and I genuinely apologize for that. But
next episode will be a bit more focused. Hey, we're still learning, okay?
Yeah.
I do like all of these little stories, though. I think even investigating like individual Warren cases, like they are fun. They're fun to talk about. Like it's fun to talk about the Amityville horror and like what happened.
Yeah. I want to do some actual ghost hunting. Said, if I move to New England next year, I would like to do that. I'd also like to, if we get a certain amount of members, we need to see how many members we have, how many Odd Boy members. Because maybe if we hit like 69 Odd Boy members, then we can do like a live. I'll go out to a cemetery. You run the stream on OBS, and I'll just call in live on the camera, and I'll go to the cemetery that I sneak into. I haven't been there in years.
Let's go. I'm ready.
We should do it. I'm down for that. But we need more members for sure.
Than the possibility of a prank or hoax. But here's the key detail. The Smurls never moved, even though they had every reason to. And they never made large profits from the book or the later TV movie. In fact, they were often humiliated by neighbors,
isn't true.
members,
This video's
and by the press. Why would
wrong. They did move. They moved in 1988. They moved to a different state.
Oh. And then did they ever make money off of this stuff?
They didn't make money. That is true. But they did move.
Okay.
Family endure
They
that
moved to a different
unless they
state.
truly believed something was happening, or they wanted us to believe their lies. By 1989, the Catholic Church officially stated that they found no evidence of demonic activity.
Oh, maybe this is where they're
going to
say they
and
moved.
local clergy escalated. The church banned the couple from further involvement.
Oh my God, Jordan!
Odd
Thank
boy!
you, we're getting closer to that. Sending Nathan into the portal to hell live.
Also, a reminder for everyone who's a member of this YouTube channel, the Nathan Station tiers or the Odd Boy tiers, you can all enter the members-only Discord. Is that linked in the stream, in the Discord? Does anyone have a link to the members-only Discord?
I don't know.
At Piper or anybody? Or Nikki? Because you can join the members-only Discord if you are a YouTube member. Even if you get gifted a sub over here, you can do it. Then... So all the tiers can get in, but then the Odd Boy tiers, which are higher tiers, can get into the Odd Boys room, 3 rooms, where you can chat privately and you can send us things to talk about on the show. Tier 2 get to call into the show, and Tier 3 get to come on the show and host the show with us. So, yeah.
We want you to be on the show, but we
Yes.
need to keep the lights on. Nathan needs to buy that sewing machine.
So Jordan, you can now suggest and tell us what you want us to talk about in the Discord. Katie, what?
Can you tell us when we can call into the show?
Are you Odd Boy tier 1?
No, but I'm gonna be a tier 2 someday.
She's gonna be a tier 2.
Can you tell us, the audience, when we can call into the show?
Oh, once
If we're tier 2.
This Friday is when we're gonna start doing the call-ins. So
you got to give us your spooky stories.
Yeah, post in the Discord what you got, because we need.
Has a ghost touch your ding dong? Let us know.
I'm gonna get the Discord link now, actually, as we listen to this.
Still, the Smurls remained convinced. They even claimed the activity followed them when they left the house temporarily. That's what makes this case unique. It wasn't just about the house. The entity or the demon was attached to the family. Many dismissed these claims, but trauma experts now argue that extreme psychological and spiritual duress can manifest as hauntings, metaphors for unresolved trauma. So, was the demon real, or was it the projection of a fractured psyche? And why did so many unrelated witnesses, neighbors, priests, reporters, also experience strange phenomena? In 1989, the Smurls finally moved to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. According to them, the activity stopped. Strange,
was
isn't
88,
it? They
but
first claimed that the demon was
close enough.
following them outside the house, and suddenly when they move into another house and it's just gone, the Smurl case remains one of the most psychologically disturbing and morally complex investigations the Warrens ever faced. Unlike other cases, it deals with long-term mental decline, emotional
There's the members Discord in the chat, everyone.
trauma,
It's an
spiritual
interesting-
terror,
it's an interesting
and
case for
possibly
sure.
collective
I
delusion.
think.
So if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos with in-depth analysis and breakdown.
There you go.
And now the Warrens, I think that is so interesting to me that I didn't know this, but that comedian Matt Rife, who I'm sure the young people know him. He's like the new red hot comedian.
The new Dane Cook.
He said he's influenced by Dane Cook.
Is he really?
He's like, yeah.
He's
funny.
like,
I included a little thing with him,
Dane Cook's
but
kind of cheesy.
So basically, just to bring everybody up.
Oh, you froze. Say it again. To bring everyone up to speed.
To bring everybody up to speed on the Warrens, after Lorraine died, nobody knew what was going to happen they have a museum at their house, and then they had their house itself. And nobody knew what was going to happen to it. And it was being run by, they have a daughter. Their daughter's name is Judy. So Judy Warren. And she married a guy named Tony Spera. And her and Tony were running the museum, but they lived elsewhere. And eventually they decided to sell the house. And it was under the condition that they don't break up their haunted museum. So supposedly they collected artifacts from all of their investigations, and it was kept under secure lock and key inside their house. But their whole thing was they didn't want to break up the collection of haunted artifacts. And now comedian Matt Rife owns the property, and he's running the museum, and you can stay there. Apparently you can rent an Airbnb, which is just renting the house, and you can just stay there.
So that doesn't seem paranormal stuff. I think that's why he bought it.
That doesn't seem dangerous at all. If this is the most haunted place in the world, you could just stay there as an Airbnb. Doesn't seem dangerous at all.
Yeah, sure. Why not? May as well.
Seems perfectly reasonable. But,
also, I added the link to Discord into the description, everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, so. Well, that's
what do you think?
Interesting. I didn't know any of that stuff.
And now you can go watch the movie.
I don't like that movie. I don't like scary movies. I'll tell you what.
Now
I did watch
now you could.
Weapons the other day.
Oh, finally.
A friend directed that movie, and another friend is in it. My friend Whitmer plays the dad in that movie, and it's a very good movie.
I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it was
it's very original. I liked it.
My take on it is I liked it. I liked it a lot. But it got a lot of hype, which, not that it's undeserved, but I feel like there's so many bad movies out now that, like, this movie that was, like, it was pretty good. I liked it. I feel like if this movie came out at a different time when more, like, not superhero movies were coming out, I think this movie would have been lost in the shuffle. And I think now, because there's so much not great stuff coming out, I think it got, like, propelled up. You know what I mean? It was a good movie, though.
I think it was a good movie, and it's a guy, Zach, who comes from the Whitest Kids You Know, sketch comedy, and turned comedy. I have a lot of comedy people turned horror, and it really motivated me. I was already doing a dad movie, obviously. You guys all know about that. Speaking of, this week, possibly Friday, or if not, I might have to do it next week. I'm getting the Indiegogo stuff ready because I'm doing the round 2 for the dad.
Can I just read?
Movie.
Can I read this? Can I just read the script to everybody if we get like one member?
Don't read it. Tom has read the script. Seth has read the script.
I have. It's good.
A secret member in this chat has read the script that I won't expose. Someone who is a big dad fan and knows the dad world, and I wanted to hear their opinion on it, has read it, so I appreciate them reading it. My fiance is going to read it at some point, she says. So that movie, the dad movie, is full horror now, I will say. I can give that away.
I will say, as somebody who's like outside of it, I wouldn't, this is my take on it, because I know that you're not like a horror guy. I don't think it's full horror.
Full horror
it's
for
like,
me.
For you,
it's the most horror dad has ever been.
It's got it for all the horror people out there, because I know that like the stuff we're talking about is scarier.
But it also has the dad weirdness and the dad unique strangeness.
Yeah, I would say that it's more. It's surreal with horror elements to it.
Okay. That's good. This is a good way to put it.
Juan Carlos says, "Wow, Tom doesn't have a cameo." Apparently, I do, but I'm
Well,
trying
I can't
to
talk about Tom's cameo. What, Katie?
Yeah.
You know where this tight sheet is?
I do.
Somewhere around here.
If he actually hits his Indiegogo, you'll probably see me for a few seconds in it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to need to get some funds going for that. So next week, we're going to try to raise the other 25,000. So then I have a total of 50 to make this thing in January. And there will be perks, VHS tapes for sale, posters, cans of food you can order if you support the next Indiegogo. And if you supported the last one, you will still get those perks and things. I haven't even done that because I'm waiting to finish this one. So anyway, if you support,
make sure you
I'll appreciate
get the movie done.
And I do think this will change my life. I think this movie will really be I will get the most attention, I think, from anything I've made from this, in my opinion. And I have a connection to Shudder, the horror movie production company, Shudder, the network, and I'm going to try to sell it to them, and hopefully they can be like, all right, we'll give you $1 million to go make a feature. And hopefully they like this and it gets me that opportunity.
I will say for sure, at a bare minimum, it's the best dad-related thing since Act 3.
Yeah.
Is my so for all the dad fans out there that liked the more like earlier dad stuff, it's like that, but with more scary stuff in it.
Yeah. I am really excited. I've changed the script a bunch of times, and just last week I was like, oh no, I know what to do, because I was feeling a little bit meh about some things. And it now feels like the most solid it's ever been. I'm going to go through it one more time and maybe tweak a couple things. But I think this is the best for people who've never watched Dad. Also good for the Dad fans. And it's also good for me to get something I made out there that isn't just a weird, strange thing. If people go, I don't know what to do with that. It's neat and it looks good, but it's strange. Like Neutral, it's cool, but what are you gonna do with it? No one wants to like go and make that a full movie necessarily. This, I think, will get people to go, let's make this a full feature.
Without spoilers, without any spoilers, I will say, it's the best. It has the most. It has the most like, you've never seen Dad before. It's a whole original. It's a reboot. It's like a whole reboot of the thing.
It's like
it's the best.
That's something I should say. It's not connected to the Dad story. You'll see familiar faces, but pretend you never saw the Dad storyline. This is like
it's just a whole new thing.
This is a new story. So yeah, there's no connection, but I will make a nods to old things that you so the fans will be like, oh, I see what you're doing there, and oh, I know this character. Yeah, sure, but it is not connected. And that's not me, Nathan just lying and saying it's not connected. Like I said, man isn't connected to Dad. This is not connected to the Dad world.
As somebody who Nathan wrote this on his own, I've read the script and gave him an opinion. I will definitely tell you it is not. It's a whole new original thing, and it's a reboot of the whole thing.
There's no reason to connect it to the YouTube series because there's just no reason. But I will say the Man finale is on Friday on the Dad YouTube channel, and for something that I thought was never connected. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about Man and Dad being connected. You have to watch and see what you think. I don't know about the Man series. I don't think it's connected. But some people were saying that. Inside of Mind said that or something on a stream. I don't know what he's talking about.
I think he did. You know what you should do next? Instead of making more Dad videos and ending Man, your next series should just be called Men.
Men. And it's just you and me sitting there on a couch eating chips.
It's just a couple. It's
an hour and a half of two guys just eating potato chips.
It's just a couple of men having a good time.
Or call it Mans with an S. It's two mans.
I also thought that you should just make like, I think I pitched this idea to you. I thought a good idea was to make a super campy slasher movie and just call it Psycho Dad, and it would just be Dad murdering people.
That's actually kind of a good idea. People would probably watch that. I like those kind of names. They work for that like B movie kind of thing.
Instead of Jason or Michael Myers, it's Dad, and Dad is the one doing all the murdering, and you're just doing like catchphrases.
Yeah,
if you stay up too late. It's like if you don't do your chores. It's like Dad like like Jason murders like the campers that are having sex.
Yeah.
If Dad is like you didn't do the dishes, and then like you get your head cut off or something.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't do your chores. And then he cuts their head off.
What do you mean you touched the thermostat?
let me ask you a question. Did you do
Exactly.
your chores? And he chops their head off.
I think this is $1 million idea. It's the new. You could. Yeah. Exactly. Dad's home.
And he's got the belt.
You forgot.
That would be the best murder weapon. He just murders people with his belt.
Well, yeah, I don't know what dad. What's like a dad? What's like
Spanked
a dad thing?
to death.
I guess you. I mean, this would be a whole new genre. It'd be dad horror.
Yeah, I mean, most people are afraid of their fathers, so it's probably too relatable, honestly.
Specifically, this would be for overwhelmed and frustrated fathers who would like to do this to their family.
To murder their families? Oh my God, horrible.
Yep. Yep.
No father wants to do that. Fathers are loving and we love them. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you and I are the only ones that like our dads that I know of.
I love my dad.
That's
my
not
dad
true.
is.
You know, I will say all of our friends from high school in Massachusetts, Bob, Paul, me and Seth, we all like our dads and still talk to our parents.
I think it's because our parents are all weird. Like, or at least our dads are. Your mom is pretty. Your mom is pretty.
My mom's weird.
Your mom's weird too.
And my dad married her, so.
I think that both. I think the problem, and this is not to get like, we're also. I think this is us winding down the show. I think that my mother was troubled, and my dad married her, and then they got divorced. But my dad is a really like goofball guy, so I think I continued getting along with him because he's like a goofball.
Your dad's a classic working class New England man.
Yeah, but he's like well intentioned and stuff, and he's like kind. But yes, like a classic work man, like a lunch pail guy.
That's like my dad. My dad was a carpenter, but he's also very artistic and likes to like create things. So that's why I think we all get along with him, because we all make stuff too. So, and my dad was very encouraging to us to like do whatever we wanted, which was cool. And my mom too. My mom is just the louder version of my dad.
Yeah, your parents are pretty wild.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, what?
Hey, Jordan became a member. Is that old or that's an old alert?
Happened?
I think that's an old alert. What the heck?
Oh, are the alerts
yeah,
are the
Jordan, that was a while ago.
I just heard it. The alerts have been
that was
on
at
strike.
like that was at 9:04. That was 16 minutes ago.
Well, regardless,
thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan. Well, sorry. Tonight's episode was crazy. Nathan died. I went off on a tangent.
Yeah, but we appreciate it. This is our first Tuesday episode. We're going to be doing Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So the next episode will be Friday, this time 6 to 8 California time. And then Saturday we do noon to 2. So it's a weird schedule, but it's kind of the days that work for us. I'll put the chapters in this once it's done being live so people can skip through. And skip me throwing up all over myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Still a fun episode. Also, I had internet. I don't know what was going on with my internet.
There was only one quick moment. You sounded good and looked good most of the time.
Have you got your new internet yet? Or your new internet yet?
I need to do that. I'm really overwhelmed. I have a lot to do, and I will do that. But I gotta get the dad Kickstarter going first and foremost.
Gotta get that internet. I will say my links are down below. I stream on Twitch almost every day. I don't know if I'm going to stream. It's already 9:30, so I probably won't be streaming after this. But I do stream nearly every day.
And subscribe to Tom's YouTube. He's almost at 10,000 subscribers.
I am. Hopefully I'll hit that soon.
Ted, you're trying to get into the Discord. Go into the free Discord, and then we can help you from there.
24. Oh, Derek, it's funny you mentioned that. Derek, 24-hour Odd Boy stream. Nathan and I have talked about that. He wants to wait until after his Indiegogo for the dad movie.
Yeah, so maybe in October.
We are going to set a goal to do a 24-hour stream.
We did want to do that because we want to raise awareness to the show and get people to come by. So we want to do some long marathon stuff for sure. We really like doing this, so hopefully we can get people to come hang out.
Tom questioned, what the hell is the story of the David Lynch film Lost Highway? No idea. I mean, that's every David Lynch.
Yeah.
I love Lost Highway, but I mean, I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that. I think it's like a man caught in like a dream, and he's having like weird surrealistic nightmares. It's been a while. It's just a weird movie.
Thank you, Dragon Buddy.
But it's a good one.
Oh,
well, all right.
I'm really tired from that stomach endeavor, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah. thank you everybody for being here. The next episode will be a bit more focused. No more hot stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for the support. It's very much appreciated.
Friday at 6 o'clock West Coast time is when we're live again, and 9 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. So be there. Also, if you're a member and you get into the Discord, suggest stories, jump on a call with us, get on the stream with us. We want you guys to be a part of the show. So thank you to the Odd Boy tier members, the Odd Boy, the 3 tiers. You guys are in part of the show. And if you're a Nathan Station member, I appreciate it. You being there, being here. And you can also get into the members Discord by being a member of any channel. So, all right. That's the end.
See you on Friday, everybody. We're going to talk about some more ghost stuff. We're going to talk about more UFO stuff. And Nathan will not be eating any hot stuff.
Nope. Never again.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.